All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast with Samurai Bishop for another episode 20. So thank y'all for being here. It is Sunday. I hope everyone had a good week and a good weekend. We got some different topics to do today, so John's going to take this one away as always.
We're going to talk about fucking travel stories. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the fucking crazy.
A lot of those.
Yeah, just any fucking travel tips for any of y'all that are going abroad or anything like that. I think totally we've been to a shitload of countries, I guess, between us. Not crazy, but I mean for...
Between the three of us? Yeah, we've been
I've been to about 21.
God damn, 21 countries?
Yeah, I went to a shitload in Asia.
I think I've only done 11.
Maybe like anywhere from 1921. I got to do the fucking math.
I like just naming the cities I've been to.
Oh,
That's easier for me.
Oh, but you traveled more in the States, right?
Yeah, I traveled a lot in the States, but I also traveled like out of the States too.
Dude, I haven't traveled in the States at all. I lived in California. I lived in San Diego. I was in LA for a little bit, but not really like lived there. But you know, I would go to LA quite a bit. But that's like a fucking trip from here to Corpus for San Diego to LA, where the part I was in Oceanside. I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, which was fucking horrible.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't like it, man. There's no greenery. It's just fucking. It's like that's the first place I've ever.
So like desert.
Yeah, it's straight desert. And that's the first place I ever fucking went to where I saw like I was driving down the road. I fucking come to a stop and the tumbleweed just went by me. And I was like, "What the fuck? Am I in a Bugs Bunny cartoon?"
That's gorgeous.
I'm over here with the coyote and
all desert. And then you see the coyote, beep beep beep. And I was the
Roadrunner.
No, but I was just, what the fuck is this? But it wasn't. I didn't mean the people were good and shit. I liked it, but it was just a different.
It's
place.
expensive over there too, right?
Well, I was there a long time ago. I was there during the.
I know Scottsdale is expensive.
Oh yeah, no, I was there during the Sheriff Joe days because everybody was protesting that dude. That was where they had the where they could stop you if they thought you were an illegal immigrant.
Dude, like what's crazy is that you've been in places at the most weirdest times,
dude.
too.
I know. I was in Thailand when they were having that
The
coup, dude. That was fucking wild. I know. I was in Japan during the fucking earthquake. I've been
that water festival in Thailand too.
Yeah. Oh no, that's every year. That's every
I haven't
year.
been anywhere.
Well, like
you know what? I've done nothing.
The States, I've never really been. Like, I've been to New York only for a layover. Newark for a layover. Chicago, O'Hara for a layover.
Chicago?
You've been in Chicago?
Yeah.
Hey, you've been to Chicago. Hey, wait. You've been to Chicago?
And San Diego for Camp Pendleton.
Me gusta.
Hey, you better watch out how you talk.
Oh, you went to Camp Pendleton?
Yeah, when my oldest brother graduated from the Marines.
Oh, okay.
So
I used to work at Camp Pendleton.
Like, we were in LA to see my aunt. We were there for like 3 days, and then we went to San Diego. From San Diego, we drove back to San Antonio.
Yeah, so I used to live in Oceanside, right there where Pendleton's at, and I used to work at the country store in Camp Pendleton for about 2 years, and then I moved to Chula Vista for a little bit, and then I was in National City, and then I was in my favorite place is Pacific Beach.
Yeah, you were like a drifter, bro. You were like everywhere in the States.
I love that fucking place, but I never been anywhere. Me and David went to New York when we were younger. How old were we?
Oh, dude, we were probably damn, dude.
They were probably like 23.
We were in our 20s. No, I wasn't 23 because I think I was already in the fire department.
No, you weren't in the fire department.
I wasn't yet?
No. We're like 23, 24.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that was fucking... We went to Boston.
Boston.
And we went to Fenway Park.
Went to Fenway Park.
New Ma, the fucking back.
Wait, what game did y'all see in Fenway?
Went to go drink a beer.
Dude, dude, Fenway...
Park the car.
Where the thing about Fenway is... I guess we could tell this story. To start off with, so we fucking...
I love fucking Boston.
We wake up in the morning, right? And where we had this little... We're in this little fucking hostel in Boston.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was... Dude, we get up there, right? You go up the stairs, and there's a dude there, and he smells like just straight European trash. You know, the European stench? You know how they don't shower that much?
Yeah,
like a lot of Europeans?
All the backpackers smell like that.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm talking
BO.
fucking terrible.
We gonna tell the real nigga. Somebody smell like shit.
I'm looking at David like, hey, who's sleeping next to that fucking walking trash can?
See,
because in Boston, when we went there, that was the second part of our trip, right? New York was first?
No, we went to Boston first and then New York.
Oh, okay. So
Because
Boston...
all the Boston people were saying, fuck New York.
Oh, yeah. So we...
Oh, damn.
When we went
No, but it was like joking.
Yeah, they
weren't
were
serious.
When we went to Boston, we stayed in a hostel, and we stayed in a hostel in both places, but in Boston, we stayed in a room with like like 6-7 people, right?
Yeah, it was one of those
They had
like
like
shared
bunk
room
beds.
hostels.
They had bunk beds, and
Yeah.
underneath the bunk beds they had these safes with, and you buy your own lock and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but you would keep all your stuff in that safe. And that dude smelled.
Yeah, that it's his story time, and that dude smell. But yeah, so we went out the night before, and we met this fucking white dude. What was his name? You kept in touch with him.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god, he's my friend on Facebook. But,
Yeah, he was a fucking straight up Irish fucking white dude. And
Yeah.
we're partying with him, and they closed that bar down. I heard. What was the name of that bar?
it was a club.
Well, what
It
was
was a
the
club
name?
bar. I don't remember, but
Oh,
I
dude,
remember.
I remember I told people
we
about
walked over there, and we were at the end of the line, and he comes over and he's like, "Bro, what are y'all doing back here?" At like probably like a line of like 40, 50 people, and he's like, "Come to the front with me, bro. Y'all are good." And we go all the way to the front with him, and he's like, "Yeah." His name was Chuck.
Chuck. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
Let's
just
just
partied
come
with
in.
him
Yeah.
and his boys the whole time.
It was cool, man. I kept in touch with him for a few years afterwards, and then kind of drifted off. But I think, dude,
These
he's
were
man-
the early days of Facebook too.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or
bro.
was it
Super-
MySpace?
Yeah,
Might have been MySpace.
No,
MySpace was only like 4 years.
I started.
and
I started using.
got bought out.
I started using Facebook when I was like at Saul Ross, and I was 22. And I
Okay.
thought Facebook was like, the fuck is this? This is so weird. There's nothing
Yeah.
like MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace was badass, dude. I used to love it.
I
put- you
remember
can put-
Adrian was big on MySpace.
Yeah, dude, you could put on the cover of your page like a song.
Yeah.
Like right when you get on it, that would always have this.
Adam's the
like, metal
one.
music.
Remember Adam Holloway from the
Yeah,
airport?
yeah.
He's the one that got me into Facebook because it was barely getting popular.
Now let's get back to that
Oh yeah,
story.
Facebook is weird. So, anyways, so what? Are we still talking about Boston?
Yeah, so we end up with this fucking dude, right? Fucking partied out. We woke up in the morning and we had tickets to go watch the Red Sox game.
They were
And-
playing
and-
Seattle Mariners.
Is that what it was? And so we decided, hey, before the game, what we should do is go to Sam Adams Brewery. And
That was awesome.
so we're there, right? We go to Sam Adams Brewery. Fucking, it was early, man. It had to be like, like 10,
Like
10 or
11 in the morning. The game was at 1.
Yeah, so we get there and you go through the whole shit. They tell you what it is, and the dude was pretty funny. He was the tour guide. He was pretty funny. He fucking
Hey, we
tells us-
got to meet the dude that was like real famous in the commercial.
Oh,
Twist-offs let in more oxygen. We want to prevent that from happening. We put so much care into brewing the beer that we want to protect it.
yeah,
big-ass
that
beard.
dude. That's
He
right.
had a shaved head with the big ass beard. He was always in the Sam Adams commercials
He was
as one of their workers.
He had the workers
yeah,
and the,
yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
overalls.
Yeah.
He had like that little.
He was like one of the
overalls.
brewmasters on the commercial.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we
Yeah,
met
he
him.
was
I
there.
forgot.
He was there. That was
Dude,
cool.
I forgot about that.
And the brewery is actually in the middle of a fucking neighborhood. Like it's not off by
Sweet.
itself. It's like there's houses all around it.
it was. We're like, is this the right
Yeah,
place?
we're like, damn.
So we fucking get in there. At the end of the tour, they give you pictures and they give you like at your table picture. And it just so happened when we went, it was all old people, like fucking old, like retirees and shit. And we get there, and they give you a picture for like each person, but the old people are just there.
No. They gave each table a picture, and then what happened is everybody would pour a little. The glasses were like this
They're
big.
like these little glasses.
Just to have like maybe probably like 7 ounces of beer or whatever. So everybody would pour their one beer and pass down the pitchers. Well, we were sitting in the back corner, so all the
funny, wasn't it?
pitchers came to us, and nobody wanted anymore. So me and John drank like fucking 5-6 pitchers, bro, of beer, like just to us.
Dude, and
So
we
we tried their
we're
new
on a
shit.
limit.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it was all their seasonals and everything.
It was
Or
all
just-
their beers,
Beers,
and then,
all of them.
and then there was like
Fuck.
2 beers that they were planning on like making that year or something.
And they have
yeah.
a shitload of variety too. Sam Adams.
Where the fucking old people were there and they were just, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And we're there fucking like just trying to down it. And the fucking tour guide, he noticed that we're like partying. So he goes, come on, guys, you got like 2 minutes. Come on. And we're fucking just pouring it and fucking chugging. And the old people started to get involved. They're like, come on.
Yeah, they were cheering us on.
Yeah, they were cheering.
thinking about
wanted-
thinking about their golden days.
Yeah.
They were cheering us on while we just got fucking hammered at like 10:30, 11 in the morning.
Yeah, bro. So like by like 12, 15 or so, tour was over and stuff, and we ended up. I don't know how did we. I think we might have taken the subway or something.
No,
to- Or we walked.
I was gonna say the way I remember it, and people, if there's anybody from Boston, like fucking correct me if I'm wrong, because I was pretty fucking hammered. I could have swore we walked from the Sam Adams Brewery to the Fenway Park. Like that's what I remember, and but I wasn't that drunk. I mean, but I remember that. But I don't know, dude. I mean,
So that was early 2000s then.
that was 20 years ago.
Dude, that was a long time ago.
That was
So-
in 2004. Damn.
Oh,
It was a long time ago.
I was still in fucking high school when that shit happened.
Dude,
Fuck.
so we fucking walk to Fenway Park and then we get some beer and we all the people around us were like, I wonder if they really talk like that. And they fucking to our surprise, they fucking did, and it was beautiful. We're just looking around the whole time like, dude, they really do talk like that.
So they had to have that Boston accent.
Yeah, the
Talk like
Boston.
that.
Oh, bro,
cop pot.
I remember running into like a dude, super Irish, was wearing. I don't remember if he wasn't wearing a shirt or if he was wearing a wife beater
You're talking about that guy we saw at that tower.
at the Bunker Hill.
Yeah, Bunker Hill.
Yeah, and like in that neighborhood, man,
Dude,
I
he
couldn't
fucking-
understand some of the shit he was saying because it was so Irish.
He was a native there.
Yeah,
he was
native.
he was
Yeah,
a fucking
100%.
Southie, dude. Like
Yeah,
the
South,
Southie
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
people.
so it's
Dude.
kind of like Goodwill Hunting.
but
Just fucking the way
way
they talk.
worse.
Or worse.
Dude,
way
Damn.
worse.
You could tell that dude had bodies on him.
Yeah,
Like he
Yeah.
was a gangster, dude.
yeah.
Like, he
I
was
want to
a-
say that's what I
So he
remember.
was a
too.
dirty, yeah.
I remember him having like some tats, like something by his eyes and
and this
on his
this
body.
was before tattoos were like the way they are today. Where
Oh, yeah, like
you
more
never saw
extreme.
you
Yeah.
never saw the fucking tattoos like those extreme ones on
Here's-
regular people.
And I remember this about Fenway.
I've always wanted to go to Fenway Park after seeing like Good Old Hunting. I love that fucking movie. And
Bro.
just to go to those fucking pubs, like
I like the gangster
hole in the
pub,
wall,
the
hole in the
Southie
wall
movies.
pubs. You know?
Yeah. Oh, the town.
Yeah, dude.
Town's
that's
that
good.
shit.
That's
Southie?
that good.
But yeah, you have to like, and I loved Boston, bro, because there's so much damn history, bro.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the entire
Bunker-
north, yeah.
Bunker Hill,
Bunker Hill was cool. And then
Paul
Freedom
Revere's-
Trail. Was it Freedom
yeah,
Trail?
Paul Revere's ride.
Oh yeah, Power.
What's that one?
That where he went
The
to
French-
tell everybody
the-
that
the
British
French
were
are
coming.
coming. The
Oh.
British are coming to town.
Yeah, like you can walk that whole
British are
thing.
coming.
It was probably like a 2.5 or 2 to 3 mile walk, and you could go to his house, like see his house, like they had it all set up to where you could walk inside and check it out.
And then they had remember the Holocaust shit where it has like steam coming out the floor.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You walk in and it had like names of the Holocaust victims and the
Oh,
steam coming
shit,
out.
I didn't know that. I know that was
to kind
there.
of show like
Boston,
all that shit. It was cool.
Boston's amazing, and we went in the summertime, so there wasn't any like it wasn't cold.
Yeah, it was nice weather.
I'd rather go when it's cold
Beautiful.
because I love cold weather.
Me too, but dude,
This is-
yeah. So
this is perfect.
what were you saying about the pricing there? I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
just that like so one of the things I specifically remember was like how expensive it was to park at Fenway, $45, and then a pack of
remember
cigarettes
that.
were like $17. And then another thing I remember is like how like crazy passionate those fans are because it was at 1:00 on a weekday, right? And it's like school's still going on, and that bitch was sold out.
Yeah, it was fucking cool, man.
It was like filled with like families, like kids, everything. I was like, damn, everybody skipped school today. It was
It's
cool.
It's allowed. It's allowed. You see the
Dude,
teachers there
school's
too.
dismissed. Dude, but what are the fucking what
Get
are the
to Fenway.
What are the fucked up things? Get to Fenway. We need to go to the park.
We need to go to the park and go see them hit a home run.
Get the fucking park.
And make sure you grab yourself a dog and a beer.
A dag.
Get yourself a dag.
But fucking what are the fucked up thing is we only got up to like the 5th inning because we're so drunk.
So y'all went there after the brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we.
Oh, fuck,
My
yeah.
recollection, we walked there. I don't remember taking the subway.
Yeah,
and
I
could
guess-
be
I
wrong.
guess we could-
I
we
could be
could've
wrong.
walked,
Like I said, somebody has some fact checkers on that. But either we got there somehow, but we got there and fucking by the 5th inning, we're so drunk. I was like, dude, I'm ready to go home.
We ended up taking the guy from the Sam Adams Brewery with the big beard and the shaved head. We was like, come on, just come with us, bro. And he didn't really go with us, but
No, I was gonna say, I
that would
remember
have
that.
been pretty cool.
See, I was always under the impression that like citizens, like United States citizens, we can't stay in the American hostels.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
It depends though.
Yeah.
They have
Don't some of them have rules that where you can't stay in there?
They have
'Cause
some where they
like
do-
foreigners only.
They have some like that because I know when I lived in San Diego, I used to always go to LA. Like fucking, for a while, dude. I probably went to LA like twice a month, like constantly. I would just drive to LA because
For what?
Just to go party, like go party and go fucking see crazy shit. And I always had this, in fact, like this fascination about Los Angeles. And as a kid, when you watched all those Boys in the Hood movies and all the shit,
Skipping down the street.
yeah,
and,
like just LA shit, like even
wanted to
on
run
Polly
through the
Shore.
alley.
Remember the Polly Shore movies where they're fucking skateboarding? I mean, like skateboarding and
Oh,
roller
Son
skating
from
in the
Son-in-Law?
beach and no,
What,
like,
Encino Man?
is that Encino Man where they have like the girls in their fucking roller?
I thought that
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
Encino
that was
Man.
Encino Man.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's just
Classic.
Where nowadays you see palm trees here, in Texas, you'll see them. But back then, they didn't have palm trees. Like, you know, they plant them now. But I don't remember seeing palm. Do you remember seeing palm trees in Texas?
San Antonio?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you see them quite a bit now.
Do you want to hear a
Not- I mean,
crazy story
not-
about
not-
palm
not-
trees?
Not a palm trees like you see them like the way that you do in LA, but you see them at houses.
Just
now.
random spots, yeah,
and
like
I'm
at
like,
houses,
oh
there's
shit!
landscape.
I never saw a palm tree, like
Yeah.
you know. So in my head, I always had this.
I mean, in the richer neighborhoods, I guess you'll see some palm
I didn't
trees.
go to the rich neighborhoods, David.
No, I'm talking about here in San Antonio.
But anyways,
You
I
ain't gonna see one on Alamitos.
fucking I always just had this fascination with them. I'm gonna let you get to your palm tree story.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
good,
I'm
you
saying.
good.
And so one of the so I would go to LA all the time, right? Like constantly, and I would stay in this hostel right across the street from the Chinese theater, like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese theater.
The Chinese theater. And so I would do is it was funny because I would go in there, right? And I was of age, so I was about 23, I think, when I lived there. And I don't know, 22, 23. And so all the fucking Europeans would go to the hostel, and they didn't know they couldn't drink. So they would be like, nah, mate, we can't fucking drink here. And I'm like, yeah, how old are you, 19? Like, they're like 19 years old, so they couldn't drink. So one of the dudes, he used to have a fucking party on the rooftop, and he had like a DJ set up and everything. So they would always tell me like, hey, these guys want to drink? And I'm like, well, fuck it, let's drink. So every time I was there, that DJ would be there, and he'd be like, hey, we'll have a party on the weekends, because I used to go on the weekend. Fucking, I would get all their money. I would say, like, give me all your money that you want to pitch in for beer. I would get all their money, go downstairs to the store and buy a bunch of liquor and beer and shit. We used to just have a party on the rooftop every fucking.
God,
it wasn't like a fancy. It was just this little rooftop, but it was just me and a bunch of Europeans that would just get fucking shit faced.
Dude, you've lived the adventurous life.
It was
Like,
fun.
fuck,
So-
man.
No, John
Yeah.
really has, bro.
Yeah.
Like some of the places he's been is insane.
I would fucking.
He lived like a hippie, like a nowadays hippie life and shit.
I had a hippie life
Like
for a while, dude.
you did it. I mean, you did it literally, like being one of the
You
most.
could write a fucking book on that shit. Bro.
Yeah.
Where I
Hey,
started a podcast, Chris.
No, hey, no, seriously, John, you could fucking write a book like,
Dude, I don't want to
how
write a
to
book.
be fucking broke and still travel.
Oh, dude, I was broke as shit traveling, but I'd rather do the podcast, man. It's more fun.
Well, yeah, this is.
I'm a more of an oral
Your book
person.
won't- your book won't-
Is that so?
I'm an
Hey,
orator.
guys, hey, guys, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right
We gotta
back.
take a break. Hold on. Oh,
Like, we can't even get subscribers. Your book won't sell.
I know. Yeah, I know, right? I can't even get subscribers. What's my book gonna do? Nothing. That's what it's gonna do.
You hear
But,
that, people? Spread the word. Subscribe.
No, so I used to
Damn it.
I used to love to do that shit. So I'd go to the bars and then come back, and I knew like I go to the bar, come back, and there was a bunch of drunk Europeans up there, and then Europeans are very sexual beings. So I mean,
Yes, they are.
it was fucking plow town all the time.
Yes, sir.
And dude, it was fun, man. I've seen some crazy shit in those hostels, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, dude. Hostels,
where
you see some nasty
where you
shit too
fucking
in
like I
there.
remember one time I was sleeping on the top bunk, and I don't know why they gave it to me. I was all right. Fuck it, I get top bunk, and then I just look down, and this dude just fucking plowing away some chick. He's just like pow pow, and then I'm there, and I'm fucking. There's a guy that's next to him, and you can see he's just looking at him, and he goes, "Hey man, you think I can get next?"
Did he say that for real?
Yeah, he said, "You think I
Oh,
can get
my
next?"
goodness.
And that chick's like, she was a party chick. And
Yeah.
she was just like, "What's it?" And then I fucking look down, and I'm like, "Hey, so
Can I get after
use
him?
your imagination. Hey, hello, tag me in."
When you want a break, man, just let me know.
What hostel is that? I'm gonna travel to that
I forgot
city.
the name. It was the one in LA, but I've seen
Damn.
worse than fucking European hostels. Dude, European
sure.
hostels are dirty, bro.
I bet.
But, okay, so they want to interrupt Chris. Go ahead and tell
Yeah,
us
yeah,
the palm tree
the
story.
palm tree story. I was gonna tell him.
Okay, so it's not like badass like that. No, like so when we were in middle school, I remember
He's
hearing.
all, I don't want to tell it no more.
I know.
Let's move on.
Because like I remember my parents like were talking about moving out because of the house. Remember when I was next door neighbors to Adrian? So my buddies used to sneak into this house in Westwood because they had a fucking for sale sign. There was a pool back then, and I used to go back there and swim with them. And I find out to my parents like, "Hey, well, there's this house for sale." I was like, and I told my mom, "Well, I've been swimming in the backyard with my buddies after school."
Fucking beaner just fucking swimming in other people's
Because I would miss football practice. Me and my buddies would go there and fucking bring like shorts and we'll fucking swim and leave before the
I would have
neighbors
done
know.
the same shit.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, first of all, who was cleaning the pool then?
no, it was dirty ass fucking water. bro. Like, I mean, it wasn't green, but like you could tell that the tenants who were selling the house were still like trying to like maintenance it or whatever. But yeah, we will. They're probably wondering why I was always.
You just walk in your backyard, you see like 20 fucking little Mexican kids.
Dude,
kicking
yeah,
the
dude,
pool out
no.
and shit.
It was like me and 5 friends always fucking go in, and the crowd kept getting bigger. So finally, I told my parents about it. So, yeah, I told them there's a fucking house for sale my buddy told me about. And I told my mom how I found the house, and she was like, "You're lucky I'm not going to tell your dad about this." Anyways, they ended up buying the fucking house.
The house with the swimming pool?
Dude,
Yeah, and it had palm trees. They had 2 massive palm trees. So that's why I was like, nah, like, yeah, we were the only neighborhood that I know of that had palm trees, like massive palm
I think
trees.
where my uncle used to live way back in the day, they had palm trees too.
I'm sure there was palm trees. I just never
But
saw them.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
it
that
only-
was like
it
my
only-
first time seeing palm trees in like San Antonio.
But that's what I'm saying. It's only in the like the upscale neighborhoods. Like,
Yeah, and
you're not
then
gonna
I
see
just
that in
had
our
this,
neighborhoods.
all the fucking like it's the same way when I first saw snow in Japan, right? Like real snow, like fucking heavy, like where you fucking drive and you see walls of it like up to the roof.
Yeah.
And it was just something like, you know, you see Home Alone, you see all these fucking movies, and you're like, damn, I never had a white Christmas. I still never had a white Christmas. I'm fucking 41.
Yeah, I remember it
Never
snowed here
once.
like a couple years
It
ago.
snowed.
No,
It
a
snowed.
white
You weren't
Christmas.
here. You weren't even here, right?
White Christmas.
Yeah, it's
Well, like,
snowed
oh,
here in
It never
December.
snowed on Christmas in San Antonio.
You know
Yeah,
what?
did it in December?
Not in San
Nah, I don't think.
Bro,
it's,
I'm talking to Christmas.
no, I don't think it snowed on Christmas.
Yes,
but
I'm
it
talking
snowed.
about Christmas.
I think that was probably
Like
like
you
in
wake
January,
up
February,
Christmas morning and you
Oh,
see
yeah, it
fucking
might have
snow.
been, yeah.
That's
something
what I'm
like
talking
that. When
I was at Ross with my ex-girlfriend at the time when it snowed.
about. Oh, did you plow?
You know what?
Yeah, she was my ex.
It wasn't Christmas because I remember I was.
No,
in
it's never snowed in
Yeah,
Christmas.
no, I know.
Never,
That's
not
what I'm-
once. That's what we're trying to say. Because y'all are fucking my
I'm
shit
just trying
up.
to get jog my memories. That's all.
I
I'm
thought you were talking
about.
about a different type of white Christmas.
Oh, I had
the
some
sexual
of those.
one.
Yeah, you've had plenty of those.
I've had a lot of those white Christmases. And Santa never came, that fucking piece of shit.
First time I saw
I
snow
stayed
was
up all night for you, fucker.
I think the first time I saw snow was in Germany, in Amsterdam.
Oh, shit. You got to see snow in here?
Yeah, because remember when me and Johnny went to do our
I'm
Euro trip?
slacking.
So it was in March. So I thought our weather here, spring break was going to be spring break
Next
over
year it's
there.
on.
So we left with only one jacket. It was a fucking blizzard when we got to Amsterdam.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I remember telling
I was
Johnny,
in
I was
Amsterdam in
like,
the
I was
summer.
like, bro, like I have Nikes on, like I have short socks. Like, we're not gonna survive here.
We're dead.
So we were those 2 tourists with like I love Amsterdam fucking
Sweaters.
and beanies and fucking scarves.
All right, so... Fuck,
Hey,
I
really
forgot.
quick. In Amsterdam, they speak English, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When in Amsterdam,
It's
Is
a
that
huge
their,
tourist place.
Is that their primary language though?
no, where they have,
I don't
they
know.
have Dutch, whatever. They're Dutch, right? They're in Netherlands.
But all the
um,
hostels, like Flying Pig, I was Flying Pig Uptown because I thought
I was downtown.
Well, see, when I made the reservation with me and Johnny, we went
get
to
downtown.
Southtown, and that one's by the red light.
Yeah, the
and I was
downtown
like,
one?
yeah, here's my reservation. He was like, oh no, man, you're Northtown, like you're Uptown, you're like miles away
Uptown's
from us.
fucking gay, dude. That's where the fucking.
So
that's where the fruits go.
Yeah, it took me and Johnny like 3 hours.
I'm just fucking around. I'm
I'm
just
down.
making
I'm
up
gonna
shit.
take a flight over there.
No, it took me and Johnny 3 hours to find it because we had to get on a train. The guy in the train, like to go through the town.
Yeah.
He felt sorry for us. He was like, nah, man. He goes, stay on here. I'll tell you when to get off. So he gave us a ride for free, and we finally got off and we found it
That's
because
good.
we were
That's
fucking
good.
freezing our balls off.
Yeah.
So like he feels like, damn, these poor guys.
So I got a good Amsterdam story. Fucking really good, and it's all fucking true. So I fucking when I got to Amsterdam in the summer, right? And right when you land, you know how you get that train all the way from the airport because it's fucking far from the
Yeah.
city. So you're like on a train for an hour and something.
Yeah, because you got to go to Amsterdam Central.
Yeah. So I get to the area.
No, really quick. Amsterdam Central, is that like a train station or something?
No,
Or
so
is that- you're just
so
saying
I-
Central Amsterdam.
So
like
I
the middle.
forgot what the
I forgot the train station name.
what the airport station is called. But from there you take a train and it takes you to all everywhere in Amsterdam, where the red light is the party district. That's called Amsterdam Central. That's Central Amsterdam.
Central Amsterdam, the
Yeah.
middle of Amsterdam. Okay.
So
Alright, cool.
they have like these above ground, like those Amtraks, you know, those,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
trains.
yeah.
So I get on one of those trains and I was like, all right, I was in the the Flying Pig downtown.
Yeah.
And I had just heard about it. Like the Flying Pig downtown is like
That's the
legendary,
party
right?
one. That's the party
thing,
one.
That's the party
nigga.
hostel?
Let me
Yeah.
fucking tell you, it was a fucking party hostel,
Yeah.
bro. Bad.
Because
Like,
Uptown's not the party one.
dude, I'm talking like fucking sex, drugs, and everything, rock and roll, bro. So I get on this train, right? And I'm going, and there's a dude. I'm getting on the Amtrak one. There's a dude there, and he goes, "Hey, man, I'm about to go back to my hostel, get my shit, and I have this weed, but he goes, I don't need it no more, so I'm gonna go to the airport. I'm flying out." And he's like, he has it out in the open. And he's just giving it to me, and I had been told, and this was years ago, man. This was early 2000s. I had been told you can smoke, but in certain areas only. And it was like, central in those areas. So I was like, and I was like, bro, I'm not going to take it. He goes, dude, just take it. You don't want it? And I was like, and I was like being hesitant. And I took it because like an idiot, I fucking took it. And I put it in my pocket. And the whole time I'm fucking shitting bricks. Like, dude, if the cops pull me over, I'm going to get arrested in a new country. Like, God damn it. I just got off probation. I'm fucked.
No, you could buy it and carry. You just can't smoke it.
No,
out in the
right? Yeah,
open.
I didn't know the rules. So I took it. I end up going to the Flying Pig, right? I'm there, and there's these Canadian people there, and they're all fucking, hey, what's up?
I got some cool stories about weed.
Yeah, so we're fucking there. We start smoking, right? And then I look, and they're all, one of our friends is here, and he fucking comes in and sits with us, and it was Friday the 13th that day. It was Friday the 13th, and who was playing in Amsterdam in the little place? Wu-Tang.
No way.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, Wu-Tang's here, and I was like, bro,
They're playing in the Flying Pig.
No. They were playing at their little stadium. I forgot what it was called.
Okay.
It was like a little auditorium thing. I forgot the name of it.
So what would you compare it to something here in San Antonio, like Aztec?
Yeah, like something like that. Like it's a little
smaller.
Yeah, I mean not like bigger, but it was like that kind of setting. It wasn't like an open pavilion or anything like that. So I was like, dude, I gotta go to that. So the dude that shows up, I'm fucking high. I've been drinking fucking what is it, Heineken the whole time on the flight. So I'm jet lagged and all that shit. And I look and I was like, damn, that dude looks familiar. And this was the peak of his time, right? Like, and I'm looking more, and I was like, bro, you're the fucking guy from the new guy, right? Like he was the dude. From road trip.
Road trip.
At the time, it was road trip.
He was on the
right? Yes, I told you this.
The skinny nerd guy, right?
I fucking go and I was like, bro, you're the guy from road trip, right? I said the guy I porked her. What does he say?
Yeah, with the big old panties.
He is the guy from the new guy. He's the main character.
But I don't think the new guy was out yet.
Okay,
I'm not sure if the new guy was out. I remember saying something like,
"That's right."
And then I was like, dude, that's fucking you. And I was looking at him because he has that fucking distinct nose. It's all fucking weird.
Big old schnoz.
Yeah, he has a
very
fucking.
pointy.
That dude has a schnoz, bro. I mean, it's fucking. Like how many? You could probably do a whole rail.
Walk into a wall before your boner hits.
So he
the whole brick.
He tells me no. He goes, nah, everybody says that, but no, I'm not him. And I believed it because I was like, okay, I don't know, fucking. So I just smoke with them. And we're there, and they're all like, hey, maybe we should go to the fucking show. And I said, I'm down, dude. Let's go. Fucking go to the show. We come back, and fucking he's there again. And I was like, I'm looking at him, and I was already like kind of more like, jet lag kind of. I took a nap before, and I was like, dude, you are that fucking guy from the new guy. You are that dude from that movie. And then he just looked at me and he goes, man, I don't want to say nothing. And my first thing that comes out my mouth, and I was like, bro, it's not like you're Tom Hanks or anything. and
That's fucking perfect.
That's the first thing that came out. And in my head, I'm like, I'm just some loser beater from San Antonio this dude's accomplished so much shit in the movies. And I just told him, like, bro.
Did he laugh? I would have started laughing.
He kind of laughed, but he could tell he was like, fuck you. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
And then I was, when I told him that, and his friends started laughing, and they were like, yeah, whatever. And then he ended up being cool after that. Like, I talked to him a little bit. We didn't talk a lot. Like, we weren't like hanging out, but we talked a little bit. And he was pretty chill after that. And he ended up fucking saying that he had, and I don't know how true it is, but he was gonna meet up with those dudes from Wu-Tang, and it was him and that girl that he was with.
I'm sure they did.
And there were, I'm sure they did. That's what I'm saying. I mean, and then we're just there, like, we're not gonna get invited, He goes, all right, man, I'll see y'all guys, and shook our hands, and we're like smoking in a little fucking round table together. Yeah. And he shook our hands, took off, and I was like, holy shit, that's the fucking guy from the movies, like.
So that's crazy. You've always been in the right places at the right time.
It was fucking crazy. And I fucking called home, told my brother, I was like, dude, I was fucking with that fucking big nose dude, that skinny one. And he was like, no, you weren't. Bitch, why would I lie about it? Like,
that was before all the smartphones, like with the cameras.
That was
and shit.
way before the that was way before fucking smartphones was around. So I couldn't
video
live stream it and all that. Like, hey, look at the new guy.
Damn.
And I didn't have a camera. Yeah. And I told everyone back home, I was like, dude, I fucking partied with that guy. I smoked weed with him, drunk some beers with him. And like I said, in the beginning, he was very standoffish. And then after, like, I don't know, maybe the joke kind of loosened him up.
Yeah.
And the first person that came to my head was Tom Hanks, because, fucking Forrest Gump.
Man, fucking big time.
I remember because we were giving you shit. Remember before you left at the airport, we were like, oh, you're good. Like, I'm staying in the hostel. That's when that movie Hostel came out.
Dude, yes. The Hostel movie had just came out. And I was
like, you're fucking Brad Pitt.
And I told myself, too, dude, this is a funnier part of that. I told myself, I'm not going to trust nobody, right? So at the end of my Amsterdam...
first thing you do is trust everyone.
At the end of my Amsterdam trip, bro, I I fucking go and I'm at this bar, right? We're drinking and I get a bunch of white dudes from Dublin and they're all like, hey, mate, what's your name, mate? And I was like, John. They're all, fucking John, let's drink, John. And they're just fucking drinking. And the first thing they're like, hey, mate, we're going back home. But you want to come with us? And I was like, I don't want to trust nobody. And then that morning we wake up, start drinking beer, and I fucking bought a trip with them. I bought a plane ride with them to fucking Ireland. So we flew. When we had different flights, so I met them at the airport. We flew to Ireland. I ended up going into their apartment, and I'm just there, bro, like fucking with these 5 Irish dudes, and they call all their fucking mates afterwards. They're like, hey, get all the mates. Like we have some American guy and fucking this. So we go to this bar. Get fucking hammered. I wake up that morning in their apartment, bro, and there's like 10, 11 fucking drunk Irish dudes just passed out on the floor, right?
Like,
and they're in their room and all that. And I wake up and I just look around, you know, like the Hangover where your eyes are all squinty and all that. Like we Zach Galifianakis looks. And I look like, I remember I had that look. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Just in your underwear and a
I was
t-shirt?
in my boxers and a t-shirt, like my pants were over there, and I was like, "What am I doing? Dude? I'm just in this fucking apartment with these Irish fucks." And then they like fucking one of them comes out and he's wearing like these fucking briefs. And he comes out of the room and he opens a refrigerator. He's all, "Hey John, you want a fucking beer, mate?" And then he fucking goes up his door and gets a beer. He gets me one, and I just start drinking. I was like, "What am I doing with my life?" I just took a fucking flight to Ireland and Dublin.
Did it smell like sex in there?
No. There was some freaky stuff.
Thank God.
I know. I was kind of disappointed. You know. I mean, come on.
I thought someone was at least attracted
I
to me.
thought you wanted some brown sugar, and you don't want none of this.
I had all this brown sugar for
I
you.
thought you wanted yourself a nice fat
I
gordita.
thought you wanted an empanada, but you got none of it.
Yeah, I thought you wanted a little gordita.
I remember you telling me that story a long time ago. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I woke up in a fucking apartment with like 10, 11 Irish dudes, bro. All
I mean, that's
fucking.
still a badass trip, though. You
Dude,
know,
it was
like,
amazing, and I stayed there for about 2 days. Fucking got a plane back to I got a plane back to Amsterdam, and then I took a fucking Amsterdam train ride, overnight ride to fucking Italy, in Rome. And dude, that's another
Dude,
story.
I've never had a fucking experience like that when I was fucking in Europe and all the years of traveling.
Dude, I don't know why. I always get lucky, man.
I
Like,
always find just regular fucking prudes and like just regular like chill people. I'm like, God,
I had
damn.
terrible luck in life.
But you have,
you know that.
yeah, but you have good luck overseas. Like,
No, I just have good luck in I mean, I do
just
have
traveling.
But I always feel like it's the energy you put out there.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
like the energy that you put out. Like I've been in situations where I have no place to stay. Like fucking when I went to Italy, bro, I took an overnight train. I was in this fucking carriage because you have an overnight carriage with this Italian family. Like I was there with some Sicilian family, dude, and these 2 daughters, bro, fucking hot. I'm talking 10s, and this dude's just looking at me. He sees me walk in. I'm this like skinny, you know, fucking kid from America. At the time, I was skinny.
I remember when I met you were skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like this skinny kid from America. He knew, like, I looked at him, I was like, what the fuck? These bitches are hot. So you have to share a cabin, like these little cabins on the overnight trains. And I'm there, and he tells me, that gets your bung. He tells me in Italian, but I could just tell what he's trying to say, right? And I put my backpack up there, and he's looking at me, and he's talking to me. He's like, nah, like talking to his family. And I was like, dude, they talk like that for real. It's awesome. So I'm there, and had nowhere to go because I was supposed to meet my brother-in-law, and this was before, you know, the phones, like I said. And I was just like, he goes, meet me at this place. I had an address. That's it. I fucking end up at the bar at the train because, you know, they have those little bars that you can just drink. Met these people from Maltese. There was Americans, but they lived in Malta as well. And then it was a chick from New York, and they were all young, bro. Some of them were like 16, 17, and they were just traveling. Like they lived in Europe, so they go on these little things.
It's normal over there.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm there. That chick from New York was like 20 years old, 19, 20. I'm about 23, 21, or I don't know, somewhere in that area. And fucking get drunk with them, and they're telling me, hey, why don't you just come with us if you didn't know where you're going? So I fucking, like, fuck it. I'm not going to find my brother. I don't know where the fuck is. It was my brother's wife's brother, right?
Yeah.
And he was in the Navy, so he was out there. I fucking end up going, hanging out with them for a night, fucking partying, and they go, oh, we got this other place that we're going to stay at. That other place, because I was meeting my brother-in-law the next day, the other place ended up the place that my brother-in-law was at.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, and it's just
that's
open.
A fucking coincidence.
It's
right
this
there.
open pavilion, right? Because it was known. Like, that's why my brother-in-law got it. It was a known party spot. Like, you don't even leave that pavilion. Like, you don't need to. You just party.
Like for the whole night, or what? What do you mean? Or like
It's like bungalows. You had these bungalows in an open field. So
The one in Italy.
yes,
so
it's in Rome.
it's almost like getting like a cabana at a
Yeah, so that's where we stayed at.
It's a bunch of young fucking people.
Yeah.
And dude, okay, this is how I knew it was gonna be a place I liked, right? So we get there and they take you on a cart, like a golf cart, to your bungalow because it's so far. It's a big they have
it's
a
huge.
club and then they have a pizzeria and all kinds of
I
shit.
got pictures of that.
Dude, so I go right, get in the cart, and I swear, and I promise you, swear to God, fucking we're driving right, and you see two people just they have the mattress. They took the mattress out, they put it outside, and they have the blanket over them. You can tell they're naked, and they're just sleeping on each other outside the bungalow, like in the field.
Yeah.
They're just
Because
out
they
there.
have picnic tables outside the bungalows.
Yeah, yes, and I'm fucking there, and we're driving by, and I said, "What the fuck?" And the guy goes, "Oh man, they had a good night," and I was like, "Oh my God, I love it here."
Hey, isn't there something that goes on here in the States where it's that the Burning Man or something where they
Burning
all
Man,
get everybody gets together and
That's
just
a big old
bangs?
that's a big old love
Didn't they
hippie fest.
Didn't they cancel it recently?
I think because there was an incident there.
Maybe it was
Yeah,
COVID?
somebody died.
Yeah.
No, remember that thing fell that they put on
The
fire?
Burning Man thing fell.
They have a thing called what is it? The moonlight parties in Thailand, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's another trip, dude. I didn't know some of those.
You see, because when me and Johnny went to Italy, we stayed at that bungalow
I
hostel that
think I
John
remember
went.
I remember getting invited to that. That was cool.
Well, see, my experience was way fucking. It was total upside down 180 opposite. Because me and Johnny got there, it was dead as fuck. We didn't get a golf cart ride over to our
We
fucking
got a
bungalow.
golf cart, right?
You had to
And-
fucking walk.
Yeah, and it was far because it's like little. Imagine a small little neighborhood with like streets going like this. There's a main
yeah.
road and there's bungalows everywhere.
And they're like, your bungalow's in the back.
Yeah,
left.
they were like, "Oh, your bungalow's over here." They give you a
Because you're
map.
a spick.
And so we got there. We put our shit down and we go to the pavilion. There's like there's like a club, a pool table. So we started playing pool, and we met
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
We met people who were at the airport who ended up being there, but it was fucking dead.
Oh,
and
dude, the
it was
club
like it was
popping when I was
and
there.
it was €90 a night. So we paid for 3 nights. So we were there, and I'm like, dude, like second day, we were like, dude, let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, there's nothing happening here. Like, our little block was so fucking dead.
So is that just because the time that y'all went?
I think it was the
just
time that we went. It was in March. It was super
Oh,
fucking
dude,
cold.
nah.
When did you go, John?
In the summer.
Okay,
No, see, I went in
maybe
March.
It was
maybe that's why.
so it was
amazing, bro.
dead.
We had on one side we had these Aussie chicks, and it was fun.
Oh,
and then
they're
my
crazy.
brother
Hey, we
was
met Aussie chicks in New York too, John.
yeah,
They are
But
beautiful women.
my-
dude. I fucking love their
Hey,
accents.
Barchi. Hey, Barchi.
my brother-in-law, he was a fucking what is it, the military police. So
MP.
he had the badge. So the whole time I was there, I was walking around with the badge, and I was like, "Hey, pull over!" And I was fucking with people, and I had the badge around me, and they're like, "You're a cop." I said, "Yeah, military police." And my brother-in-law was like, "Bitch, you can't say that." But I was like, I would just tell him like, "Yeah, you know what's up? Hey, show me what you got." And we used to just fuck around, dude. We're like fucking hammered the whole time. So we had Aussies over here, and then we had this Spanish chicks over here, which we're gonna get into Dave's story right now. But it was like, dude, it was crazy. And they go to the club, and dude, you like, I swear to God, you go in there, you fucking dance a little bit. You could take them to your bungalow or their bungalow, hook up, go back in the club, go fucking. It wasn't like that easy, but dude, it was. I mean, let's say
You gotta have some
pull,
game,
You could
yeah.
pull about 3-4 chicks like in a
Oh,
2 day.
we had,
in a
we,
2
had,
day.
we had nothing there.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
We ended up canceling a reservation. They charged us like €30 for the cancellation, and we ended up finding this other hostel that we got blessed with because it was like a big old fucking room with 3 like stairways that went to your own restroom, and my restroom had a fucking orange tree right outside, so you could literally grab an orange and
Oh,
pick it
that's
out.
badass.
And Johnny had a fucking like a man cave restroom. It was all like fucking marble everywhere, massive toilet, walk-in shower. Mine had a
Oh,
tub.
dude. But if you ever, whatever that place is called, if you go to Italy, bro, in the summer when it's fucking popping, dude, that, especially if you're young.
What
I
is
wouldn't
it
go as
called?
a 40-year-old.
I don't know, but there's like a grocery store next to it. You could cross over.
But
and
this is a place in Italy.
Yeah,
it's in Rome. It's like it's like on the
okay.
outskirts.
So it's in
Yeah,
Rome.
it's in the outskirts
Yeah,
of Rome.
it's far from actual main Rome where the Colosseum is.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half
Well,
if you
it's-
do like train.
But
it's
like you
meant-
gotta pay to get in there. Like it's gated and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you go in there and it's like like when you go to the lake, they have
just
like a little pavilion where you fucking
yes.
check in.
Okay. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's like that. But
Okay.
the one thing it's meant for is that you don't have to go to fucking
Yeah,
Rome.
you don't have to leave.
You just
party
you have
there.
a club there, you have fucking pizzeria there, you have all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
have a-
almost it's almost
You have a
almost
washateria there too.
Yeah,
almost
everything.
like okay. Other than the washateria, it's almost like going to Vegas and staying at a casino, and you got a food
Yeah.
court, you got a club
You
there,
got everything.
Except it's a hippie compound where everybody's fucking getting drunk and fucking.
Yeah. And for hostels, it's a it's a blessing to have.
beautiful, dude.
It's a blessing to have washer and dryers there, dude.
Casino too.
Unless you go with Chris and you have a bad time.
Dude, well, so here was the thing. So one, we were in the wrong time, and one, my buddy John at the time was a conspiracy, like
He's like Del Gribble.
bro.
Child can learn. Never trust nobody.
Like, oh, these people are staring at us. I think they're gonna try to kidnap us. Like, bro, like no. Like
dude,
he went
They
on
probably want to do you.
no, like he went on a
I
panic
would have been
mode.
like, hell yeah, let's let him.
So when we went back to Rome to get a hostel,
Like, hey,
we
let's
were
go talk to them
drinking
for a second.
those Peroni beers, and
What's a Peroni?
it's like one of their it's like a Bud Light over there. It's called Peroni. It has a little bowl on there.
You remember a lot of details. I just remember the experience.
Yeah, because
I don't remember the details. I was
Well, it's
drunk.
good to remember the
No,
details.
I agree.
So
I'm
this
complimenting him.
guy kept staring at Johnny, bro, and Johnny was like, "Hey, bro, this guy's. I think he's gonna try to fucking break into our room and kidnap us, Chris." I'm like, no, bro. Like, I kept trying to tell him, bro, this guy's gay. He just likes you, bro. that's it. Just fucking ignore him.
I would have just given the.
And he was like, hey, we need to leave.
Hey,
We need to
John,
leave.
hey, that reminds me of looking at the dudes. Remember, John, when we were in Japan, we went to that club at like 12:30 at night, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't get popping till like 3 a.m."
Oh no! They said no. It wasn't. It was like 4. He's like, yeah, man, this club's really good. It's cool, and you pay. What was it like a? It
You
was
pay like 20 yen or yeah, it's like 20 yen, bro, and it's all you can drink.
No, it was 1,000 yen.
Is it 1,000 yen?
Was it? Yeah, $10.
You know,
It
you're
was
right.
$10.
It was 1,000
It was
yen.
1,000 yen.
Yeah.
You pay 1,000 yen, which is nothing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
during this time, it's about $6.
Okay.
Pay 1,000 yen is no mihore, so
Yeah.
it's all you can drink.
Oh,
and they give you a
wow.
wristband, and they're like, yeah, it's all you can drink, and it's all you can drink shots too. But they're weak, but they're like flavored
well
shots.
drinks
It's
mixed,
alcohol.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alcohol.
And we get there around 12:30, and it's in Shibuya.
Yeah, and it's
Ooh,
fucking.
I love Shibuya.
And it was,
Shibuya's
it was
dirty, bro.
And it was,
That's
and it
fun.
was, it
I
was,
love
hey,
it.
it was
Full
dead.
of those Africans. Hey, brother.
Nigerians.
Hey, brother, you want to come hook up with Japanese girl, brother?
Hey, guy, what?
Girls with dicks.
I'm sorry, that's the places I go to.
I like to party.
So we
I
end
like
up.
to swing it, you know.
Hey, we get there at 12:30. We go upstairs. It's dead as fuck. We get up there. There's maybe like it's us two and maybe like 5 people up there.
Yeah, dude, there were some hot chicks, but there were like 5 people up there.
But it was funny. It was funny because we start talking to this girl, and
Dude,
and
she
her
was a
friend-
light. She was like an energy drink.
Yeah. Super energetic. Was
Dude.
like dancing by herself, stuff like that.
My kinda
Super
girl.
young, probably like 24, 23
Nah,
years
dude,
old.
she was like 22. She was a college student.
Oh fuck, my bad. I
Yeah,
said
sorry,
23.
sorry.
No, she was at least 22.
No, she was
in 6
22.
months.
I didn't even notice I did that. My bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So,
You're right.
so we're talking to her and stuff, and like we're all just talking about like, hey, where are we from and stuff like that. Well, she's got her 2 friends with her, 2 guy friends, and the next day we were joking about it.
Wasn't one gay, right?
No, neither one of them said they were gay, but one of them
was very fruity.
One of them looked a little fruity and like
he was a little light on the
we were
toes.
just, we were just joking about it. Like, you know what? If we don't get lucky, we're gonna take that motherfucker home.
Yeah, the whole time I was like,
I would have said the same.
I know, the whole time I was like, David, if you can't bang that chick, I'm taking that dude home. And then the other, what was
Because
it?
he had some good dance moves.
Oh, dude, yes. And then I was like, I'll be the wingman. And he goes, but there's only one chick. I said, I know, I got it.
And he had like long curly hair, glasses. Like he was
It's
handsome.
doable.
That's all
Like,
right.
Yeah, I can't even call the dude handsome.
He was kind of like a pretty guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty
okay.
guy. Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna put you in a dress, and
And then it's gonna be okay.
and we'll figure things out.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
I got late.
It was like the time we went to Thailand. We were in that one fucking bar and you got drunk and you pissed on your phone. Remember? Well, the bartender. I kept trying to bang the bartender. Her name was
I
Nam.
knew about that.
Yeah. her-
I pissed on myself.
I did.
Which in retrospect, the phone
like-
was in my pocket.
like, dude, because we were getting fucking drunk at that fucking bar. I had to
Dude,
carry
I
him.
got-
I
I got
carried him back to the
fucking-
hostel, and luckily it wasn't too far, right? And it was the most shittiest fucking hostel. Sand everywhere. We got it for 8 fucking baht.
Remember
And
those people were begging?
What's 8 baht?
So 8 baht was cents,
Ah, dude,
man.
it
Like,
was like- yeah, it was
because
like 50 cents.
it had no AC.
50 cents.
It wasn't 8 baht. It was
No,
more than that.
it was 8 baht because it had.
Hey, he knows the details, John.
because the
No, because 8 baht is like not even a penny.
Yes, I swear to God, because he said the AC don't work in there. He goes, and it's the closest to the club area, so no
it
one
was-
ever wants it.
It was probably 80 baht.
No, I guarantee it was
No, 8 baht is like not even existing in American money.
maybe 80 baht. It was cheap as fuck. Cause John was like, do it. We don't need AC. But it was the closest
He just
hostel.
wants to be a sweaty swine.
Dude, yeah. But it was the place you don't want to sleep because that's where everyone parties at. So
Yeah.
you're right in the middle of everything.
Dude, you're like right in the middle of the hoopla.
Yeah.
Like fucking
I carry
rage
him.
fest.
I carry him back to the bed and I put him to bed. Right.
Which worked out. See, you have to carry me, so might as well get
I
in the
go
party
back and
spot.
start drinking, and I'm like, you know what? It's already like 2 a.m. Let me go check on John. So I go check on John to make sure no one broke into our fucking hostel because they had no fucking lock. It was like a fucking swinging door, and his flashlight's on his phone. I'm like, this motherfucker. So I go to reach into his pants to get his light on. I'm like, the fuck? It's fucking wet. So I get the phone out because the phone's hot. I'm like, shit. I'm like, he pissed himself. So I threw it on the floor. And I'm like, okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
So I went back to the bar and I kept trying to hit on this chicken.
No shit, you went back to the bar by yourself?
Yeah, because there was a bunch of people still there.
It's
badass.
literally like from here to the
Yeah,
fucking.
it was like here to the kitchen.
I would have done the same.
Here
fucking
to the
thing.
kitchen. That's why our closer hostel was.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, it was, and that chick nam was hot.
And
It was
so I kept drinking, and she goes, "Oh, my friend wants to fuck you." I'm like, "Okay, who?" And it was a fucking LB, like not even a chick LB. It was like a fucking guy. He was like, "You want to fuck me?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm good, man." But the whole
We got a
night,
few more drinks.
the whole night, he kept
My
telling
buddy's
me.
passed out with piss.
He kept telling me.
Hey, there's a guy back in my room that might want to.
He's passed out, but he's full of piss, but he might want to fuck. But all the way to 4 a.m, he was like, "You want to fuck me?"
Hold
You
on,
wanna
hold
fuck
on.
me?"
We gotta establish that again, dude. That's beautiful. You'd be like, "Hey, you wanna fuck me?" No, but there's a dude.
There's a dude
with a
passed
lot of piss.
He literally gets his pee pants on.
Yeah. There's a dude in the other room just fucking wafting with piss all over him.
Just straight fucking aroma of piss.
And
You could see the fucking heat from the piss coming off of him. You can have that guy.
And he just bought that phone because I remember you were like, "Hey, go to my mom's before you go to the airport and pick up my phone." So I went to his mom's to pick up his phone, and I got to the airport, and I think I was in Austin or in Houston.
Yeah.
And right when I parked, the shuttle came. Like, fuck! So I started rushing, getting everything out. And I remember I left this phone charging inside my console, so I just jumped out, got everything ready, and jumped in. By the time I was on my flight, I was like, "Fuck! I forgot his phone." And you're like, hey, "Where's my phone?"
Yeah, I had to
What
buy
you
a
have to
phone.
do? Oh, you have to buy
Yeah, I
another
have to
one.
buy
Well,
another
I
one
mean, it's good that you bought one there instead of fucking.
They have SIM cards, so you just buy a
Yeah.
SIM card. But when I'm just picturing, though, I'm sorry, but what I'm picturing is like the Charlie Brown guy with the fucking with the smell.
Oh, Pigpen.
With the smell.
yes.
And that's just me there in the bed with sand all over my ass and
Dude,
balls.
and what's
and
crazy
just
is
fucking
that John
piss aroma.
always slept the same way. He always slept on his side with his arm behind his back. So when I came back to the room, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to bed." I saw him like all stupid, so I got his arm. I was like, "Come on, let me
He
just
was
put his
just-
arm." And he goes, he puts his arm back. I'm like,
just a-
all right, dude. I'm
Just a true definition of like a walrus just
But dude,
sleeping on a fucking
we had
big
no
ass rock.
There were no pillows and no blankets in this hostel.
God
They
damn.
were just mats.
That sounds like John.
Remember the fucking some people were banging in the restroom?
No, no. It was
They were banging in the
yeah,
restroom,
because
yeah.
they were like swing door
Yeah.
restrooms.
He was just plowing guts in the restroom, dude.
Dude, that was
it wasn't even like a.
But that
a
was only
closed
one night.
facility.
That was like a dirty
so
hostel.
you
Yeah.
can open it up and he just fucking bah. Like,
No, that was at the other. That was next door. That was at Blanco. Because remember that was Blanco hostel.
Yeah, where he was plowing your fucking.
Bro.
And that one, the night before, we stayed in that shitty hostel. That's when we
Since we're
partied.
talking about piss stories.
Well, you
How
let
many times you piss yourself?
you let a full load on that one.
like for real?
Yeah.
Real talk? Pissing on myself? Never.
Never.
No, not. I mean, when I was a kid, like in second grade, maybe.
Oh no, you never like. I fucking
No, I've always. So, and since we're on that subject, I remember. I pissed on a lot of things.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like there's
lot
one
of
time
people.
where there's one. I remember one time. This was back at home when I was in Corpus at the time. I had people come in to visit, and they got this thing.
I'm empty.
They got this thing in Corpus called Beach to Bay, right? It's like a marathon that people can do in Corpus. It's like, I don't think it's a full marathon. It might be a full 24, but you split it up between people. Everybody runs like 3 miles, right? So, anyways, I had people come into town, and so took them all out. We went out, and then the next day, right, I wake up, and I'm in bed, and I get out of bed, and I'm like, I see my laptop on the floor, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I see my laptop on the floor, and I'm like, damn, I need to go. Why the fuck is it on the floor, right? So I open it up and I try and turn it on, at the time, and I'm just like, it's not turning on. And I noticed that some of the the keys are kind of like moist.
They're juiced up.
Moist.
Yeah, they're a little juiced up.
Moisty.
So luckily
just all
for me,
moist.
yeah. Luckily for me, I have fucking insurance on this shit, but I send it in and they're like, oh yeah, water damage and this and that and
Poor guy.
as time went by before I went to go turn it in, before I found out it was water damage, you could start smelling it because it's just like the heat was coming off of it too, just like when John did his shit in fucking Thailand or wherever, and I was just like, oh my god. And I told the girl I was talking to at the time, she was there, and she was like, yeah, you got up and you were just pissing on the floor, just right there. And, you know, luckily, because I had like 6 people stay at my apartment, and you know, I had my own room, so luckily the door was closed and nobody saw me fucking butt naked just pissing all over a fucking laptop.
I've been there many times.
Yeah, so I've never pissed on myself, but pissing on things.
Okay, I pissed on myself twice.
Yeah, for sure.
Twice. I think it's been twice. One in Thailand, one in California when I was younger. I just fucking got really hammered. But speaking of that, just to fucking go on that, I mean, this is terrible. And I did rest in peace, Andrea. One of my homeboys' fucking wives, Steve's wife. Mm-hmm. When I got really drunk one time, and she would love it. I tell the story. she would be laughing because she loved it. So we were in Austin. We went to 6th Street, me and Steve, and we're in a fucking rage, dude. Like we're like fucking rage fest, right? We get out there. Andrea drops us off. We get out there. We probably party for like 45 minutes, and we go like power hour, dude. Shot. By the time we knew it, we're fucking. Me and Steve are calling her. Hey, can you pick us up? And she goes, "What the fuck? I just dropped y'all off." And we're like, "Nah, come up, like pick us up, dude. We're fucked up." And she's all, "God damn." So she goes, "God damn it, all right, I'll fucking pick y'all up, you stupid fucks." And she fucking comes. Picks us up, and we're fucking hollering in the, drunk people in the car. We're younger. We're like, fuck yeah, fucking rage. So we fucking rage at her niece's house. We rage at her niece's house. That's where we're staying the night. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I swear, I fucking woke up and I pissed on her purse, and it was open. And I didn't do it on purpose. Like I was blacked out. I don't remember. But I got up and I pissed, and she woke up in the morning. All I hear is, "What the fuck?" And then she fucking picks up her purse, and it was leaking.
Oh.
And I felt like a scumbag, bro. I was like, dude, I'm so. And she just, dude, and just to show what kind of character that chick was, bro. Like, fucking awesome chick, man. I wish she was still around. Just to show, she didn't even fucking get mad. She started laughing. She goes, "Fucking John, dude, you stupid fuck."
She already knew it was you.
Yeah, she's like laughing, and she's all, "You fucking asshole, you pissed on my purse." And Steve's all, "What the fuck, you stupid bitch."
You come to my house, you don't piss on my wife's purse.
And no,
You do not piss on my wife's purse.
they were so funny that they were just not even mad, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, bro. My bad." And then she goes, "Yeah," and the fucking one of her nephews was there, and he goes, "Yeah, you got up and pissed, but I didn't even notice where you're pissing, but I know it was in the room." Fucking pissed on her purse, bro.
See, even though I've been fucked up, I've never done like those type of piss incidents.
I don't know, dude. I just think I'm in the restroom. And I just
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Well, let's take a quick break. Let's go back to fucking European trips. And I want to say though one thing before, especially for the younger people that are listening. I'm talking younger, like in 1920. If you're gonna travel to Europe or anywhere in the world, do a fucking hostel. Do yourself a favor.
Go to a hostel.
Fuck a hotel. Do a hostel.
Party hostels.
Be around a bunch of fucking people your age.
Be an extrovert.
And fucking live life, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you a million stories. This could go on for 8 hours, and then I still will be halfway through my stories of hostels. But David's about to tell us about his fucking trip to Spain, which was pretty cool. Running with the fucking bulls.
So what I did is back when I was, and since you're on the age group, 20, whatever, I was 22 years old. I signed up for a study abroad program at one of my colleges that's here in town, and it was for 6 weeks in Spain.
Damn, it was that long?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Shit, I didn't know it was that long.
So everybody had to write an essay and shit, and if your essay was good enough, they picked you. So they picked bro, like I think like either 10, 15, maybe 20 students, bro, to go on this trip from all different high schools, like all different backgrounds in San Antonio. So we end up getting out there. We start studying in Madrid, go to like 7 cities. So the trip is coming to an end, right?
Did you have to pay?
No.
Holy shit.
No, bro. I used financial aid and got a scholarship. So it was really just spending money that I used out there.
God
So,
damn.
That's fucking bad. I didn't know that.
oh, yeah, bro. I mean, we can talk about the partying and stuff that we did like during the trip. Like I remember the first day we got to Madrid, bro. All of us go out to fucking a club, stay out till 4 a.m. People woke up in different beds with different people.
It's just
Very
dude,
nice.
alcohol with like anybody like 18, 19 years old is just terrible.
Yeah, I want to say
somebody's
the age,
getting
Someone got
Yeah.
back. Came back pregnant.
I want to say the age group was 18 to probably 27, being the oldest.
Oh shit!
You
So
know,
there were
so-
some older people in there.
Yeah, there was a few older people there, older than me. I was 22 at the time, and probably if maybe not 27, maybe 25, 26. I mean, it's still above.
And you're giving me shit for 1 year off. Come
Yeah.
on, dude.
But so anyways, trip's coming to an end. We've all like bonded and shit, and in more ways than one. And
We all bonded with bodily fluids.
yeah.
Sexually,
And,
physically.
just a story about that before I jump into, going to Pamplona and running with the Bulls. Our hostel, we had a whole floor to ourselves. It was just the students.
Oh, dude, that's a terrible thing to do.
I know, it was badass.
What the fuck were these people thinking?
Yeah, it was amazing, bro. So underneath the hostel, it was right above a bar. And the bar, bro, like we would all go down there and drink, whatever. But one of the bartenders, bro, no bullshit, the spitting image, bro, of Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Glasses,
Yeah,
the
baby.
hairdo, yeah, the fucking teeth.
did he have the hairy chest?
I mean, he always wore t-shirts,
Ah.
but dude,
Hairy like
the
animal.
face was fucking spot on Austin Powers.
Was
Like,
he English?
Super. I mean, he seemed English, but it's Spain, so he spoke perfect Spanish, everything.
okay.
And anyways, we'd always go drink over there, and we were there for 6 weeks. So by probably like the third week, we kind of befriended him, and he would always ask us like, "Hey, after I close the bar," and the bars closed over there at the same time, 2 a.m, right? Some bars you could get lucky, stay open till 6, 7 in the morning, which is where we used to go because at the time the Spurs were playing in the championship, and so we would go to a bar with our teachers at 4 a.m, fucking drinking and watching the Spurs, and then go to class at fucking 9 a.m. So, anyways, back to this dude, Austin Powers. So we befriended him. He would start telling us like, "Hey, after the bar closes, y'all come back down or just stick around." He's like, "I got a gift for y'all," and he's saying all this shit in Spanish. We're like, "All right, cool, whatever. We'll stay behind," and we stayed behind, bro. And he busted out some weed, and dude, when I tell you that this is some of the strongest shit I've ever had in my life, it was the strongest shit I've ever had in my life, bro. I took like 3 hits, and I just went to a totally different fucking universe.
I went to a different realm.
Ah, man. That's some heavy shit, man.
Yeah, I wasn't in Spain anymore.
And then he's on. Then I got shagged by the Austin Powers.
And he robbed us.
And then next thing you know, I'm bent over on the fucking bar stool, and this guy's behind me. No, none of that happened. But yeah, bro, he's just like, he was badass. Gave us amazing weed, bro. Like, it was such a fucking fantastic trip. So, anyways, trip is coming to an end, right? Been there 6 weeks, and 3 of us look up some stuff that's happening in another city. What's a town? It's like a village. And we noticed that they're doing the running of the bulls, and it's like the most fucking popular thing like in that town. And I call it a town because it's only 10,000 people that live in the town. The population.
It's a small little.
Yeah,
area.
like you can walk from one end to the other in 20, 30 minutes. And so 3 of us are like, "Fuck it, man. Let's change our flights. Let's go later. Like, we'll just go over here to this town, and we'll go do this fucking run." And we change our flights. We take a bus to Pamplona. That's where all this takes place. We get there. So during the whole festival, it's 7 days long, and every morning at, I think it's either like 5 a.m. or 7 a.m., they let a group of bulls run from one area to the arena. And so, obviously they're running to the arena because that's where they're going to do the bullfighting. And that's where they, kill the bulls ultimately, and they cut them up and give the food out and everything. But when we got there, it's a 24 fucking 7 party. Alcohol all day,
God
food
damn.
all day.
I like it.
But that town goes from 10,000 people to like 200,000.
Just can't even fucking.
It's
the
basic.
logistics don't work.
Yeah, it does not work. There's no fucking place to stay. That you ain't shower. We didn't shower for like 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah, and we slept outside in the grass, and we had to bunch up together because it was so fucking cold. So we would all sleep together. Like it was us three, and we met this other dude in Madrid that went with us too. And then actually no, we met him and then 2 chicks from San Diego. We all stayed together and slept together like in a bunch, dude, just to stay warm. And anyways, every day, 7 a.m., you hear rockets go off. That means that the bulls are running through the town. And so first day we got there, get all drunk, we're eating food. Basically, me and my buddies stayed up till it was time to do the run. We go get to the rockets, and a dude in Madrid had told us, he's like, hey, when you do the run, you're going to hear fucking rockets going off. Don't fucking start running. Everybody makes that mistake, starts running, you never see any bulls. He's like, let the rockets go off. That means the bulls have been released. And just wait for those big motherfuckers to come around the corner.
I would have been, that's horrible advice.
I'm
I'm gonna take off.
Yeah, me and my buddy did that, bro. We heard the rockets go off, and we were standing there. We're just looking back, and we're all dressed apart, bro. We're wearing white and red sashes, and
You have like a bandana, right? I've never been there, but I've seen it.
yeah, I had a red sash around my waist, and I was wearing nothing but white, like a white shirt, white pants, and then I wore a red bandana.
With the shit stain on the back after
Yes.
you saw the bull.
Bro, the bulls are fucking massive, bro.
Yeah, dude, they're big.
They're
I mean, just bulls in
probably-
general, yeah.
Probably at least like, gotta be at least like 10 feet in length, bro.
We're like 800 pounds.
No, bro, they're
They're
like
bigger?
They're closer to like a ton.
God,
They gotta be like 1,500 pounds. or something.
motherfucker.
I was in Kyle the other day. I want you to continue, but I was in Kyle when they had the Longhorns, and they're behind this gate, and they're fucking, dude, like looking at them, it's like, that dude, that thing will destroy me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like, they're humongous, dude. They're
Massive,
humongous.
massive.
It's all muscled on those things.
Yeah.
That's
Besides the
fucking
body
land
fat.
whales, dude.
Basically land whales with fucking legs.
This is terrible.
You know, so rockets go off, bro. Me and my buddy are looking back. Boom, we see fucking 3 fucking bulls come around the corner, bro.
Can you hear them when they're coming through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hear him.
fucking
So,
those massive
Well, I
things.
was saying, like you hear them. And, oh shit, they're coming already.
no,
all the bulls are coming out. It's just David in the back.
no,
He's yawning.
This is a
They're
bunch of
shaving his
people.
back.
This is a bunch of people in the back, fucking. So we start running, and mind you, before I did the run, just to, and this is gonna be part of the story. I ended up meeting. We met a lot of people, right? We met some people from Cali. I met this one dude from Cali. I forgot his name, but he was a small dude, like 5'6", from Cali, and he was gonna do the run too. And he hung out with us the whole time. We all drank, ate stuff. So he was part of the run too, but he ran from a different area, right? So, anyways, me and my buddy John are doing the run. We see the bulls come around the corner. They run next to us. I'm like touching the bulls, bro, like while they're running by me. And,
shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, bulls are really fucking stupid. And as long as they see something running in a certain direction, they're just going to follow that shit. And bulls will follow each other. But if one falls down or is by himself, that's when it gets dangerous because then they don't know what the fuck to do. And that's when they start like attacking people. And so that's what happened on one part. So me and my buddy are running and one bull takes a corner and he slips and he falls. And he gets up, and everybody stops, bro, running. And we're just looking at the bull, and the bull gets up, and he's like, huh? Like, he's looking around like, who the fuck am I about to fuck up right now? Because I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he looks around, and they got these special people that do the run. And
Like the rodeo clowns?
yeah, and they basically, like, started, like, taunting the bull, and then they, like, got next to it somehow, and they started running, and the bull just started following them. And he didn't even attack him or nothing. And bro, when I saw the bull fall, like I started climbing up a fence and like,
Oh, I would
people,
too, yeah.
people are watching you in the whole little town. So, anyways, that's when people can get hurt when a bull's trip. And the other part where people get hurt is when you finally get to the arena because the street goes from being and people are falling fucking down, like running. And I was jumping over people. Like people would fall in front of me, trip and fall. I'm like, fuck this, I'm jumping over.
Imagine if people get trampled.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would be like,
fuck.
if you fall, I love you, but
Yeah,
I'm going
right,
on
yeah,
without you.
yeah. Like, good luck.
I'm not
Because-
about to get horned to death.
Yeah, it's not just one set of rockets that they set off. They set off rockets, a group of bulls come out. You'll hear more rockets while you're running, and they're just bringing in more bulls. Because it's every day for 7 days, bro. They probably set off like 3 sets of rockets each day. So I get to the arena because the arena falls down like maybe 2 bulls can fit through that. Right? So people get fucking jammed in there too. That's where
Bottleneck.
bottleneck. So that's where people get hurt too. Anyways, I made it into the arena. Boom, I'm there. We're all chilling. The people who made it to the arena. Now people are sitting in the arena watching us, right? And I see my boy from Cali. And we're in there, and he made it to the arena. I'm like, hey, what's
It
up,
just
dude?
sounds like it's taking a turn for the worse.
Yeah, so I'm
Hey,
like, hey.
so tell everybody how long was your run? Like a mile? Like
I want to say the run
Less?
was probably like a mile, probably, or like maybe half a mile. Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Imagine David doing that now.
Shit.
It's on my back. The bull's coming after. Please.
I'm just holding it in my hand. Ah! And you just see me just get fucking trampled.
It just looks like the Terminator, the hand only, just with bulls running at. He just throws a thumbs up.
You see my hand up like that, you just see a bull come back.
I can't run.
So check it out. So we make it to the
Sorry,
arena.
I had to make it.
No, you're good. So we make it to the arena, bro. This is a cool part because they let out an adult bull for the people that are in the arena, and we all gotta fucking just run around, bro, and like not let it hit us, right? And what we do is we go sit by the entrance where the bulls come out. We all squat down, and the bull comes out and jumps over us and shit. That was pretty cool too. But they also let out a motherfucking baby bull, which is strong as fuck too, by the way.
Well,
That
yeah.
bitch is probably like 600-700 pounds.
full of piss and vinegar.
Comes out, right, bro? Jumps over, and I see my fucking Cali boyfriend. He's like fucking. What?
Cali boyfriend.
Oops, I see my Cali friend. That's a boy.
I got like, oh shit.
That was the I see my Cali boyfriend. I bet he was, dude.
Hey, he was right there in that moment.
He got what? He got more than a horn.
Yeah.
We thought it was our last moments on Earth.
He's
I
like,
sure did. For him, I thought it was because. So I see him, and he's kind of far away, and that fucking baby bull just fucking locks eyes on that dude, and fucking runs towards him, bro, and launches him in the fucking air. And when he launches him, the dude, gets launched in the air, lands on the ground, and the baby bull still has eyes on him, bro, and he's fucking just like on the ground, like the
This
dude's
has a vendetta for this guy.
He's getting thrown around like a rag doll, right? And
but
so
first of all, could you tell me before, a long time ago,
Yeah.
how tall was he? Like
he's
5'5"?
like 5'6". He's 5'5", 5'6", like little dude. And,
The bull probably saw him and said, I could take this little fuck.
Out of all these guys, I'm gonna get that one.
This
He's
is the
on target.
He just looks
Motherfucker,
at David
I'm
and saw he's 6'2".
Yeah.
Look at that 5'5". I could take that
So
motherfucker.
check this out. So my first instinct is like, oh my God, I gotta go save this dude. And because he's getting fucking thrown around. Bro, I run towards the fucking bull and I jump on its fucking head in the back of it.
Dude,
And
you're like fucking what Ben Stiller in
It's like that picture on Dodgeball.
He got the bull.
Yeah.
I take the bull by the horns. He goes, it's a lifestyle.
That is a really interesting painting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's me taking the bull by the horns. That's how I handle my business. It's a metaphor.
I get it.
But that actually happened, though.
yeah, so that's bro.
It's not for everybody.
And like I told y'all, bro,
Dude, you're epic.
baby bulls are so fucking strong too. I tell you, I jumped on that bitch and it fucking launched my ass up too. Like I jumped on it on its back and then it just, it kicks and it fucking throws its head up and boom, I get launched. I land on the ground, but the Cali dude was like, fucking gets up super fast, wipes himself off, and fucking
Save
starts
yourself.
running. Yeah. I was like, hey, get the fuck out of here. I got this.
He saw, I love you.
I love you. I'll see you after the show.
My Cali boyfriend.
Dude, and then when the big bull came out too, bro, when that bitch would come out, if it got fucking, I remember it got near me, bro, and I actually jumped into the fucking stands because the wall is probably about,
So it's like a big pit?
it's a big pit, a big arena.
It's a
Yeah.
big
Oh, so
Coliseum.
that's after you run with them.
That's after you run.
Oh, dude, I bet
Yeah.
the, where I was, it's only for tourists.
I
there's-
thought the natives did it too.
No, the only people that did the running the bulls in Pamplona all tourists.
Yeah, it's not meant for them.
The
Like,
people
they
that are
think-
watching are all the fucking people that live
To watch
there,
all
bro.
these idiots.
Yeah,
from
It's basically it.
Look
a
at all these
fucking show.
fucking idiots running with these bulls and getting
Hey, these-
fucked up.
These morons are about to all get killed.
Yeah, but imagine how much money that fucking place makes in
dude,
just those
yeah.
7 days,
But
dude.
it's
crazy.
It's a fucking holiday there where they just make money. It's not meant like they don't do it like it's their tradition. It just became a tradition from tourists.
Yeah.
Because they like tourists were like, fuck it, we could run with the bulls. It's fun, and it's not like their own. Like it doesn't have like a substance.
What time of year do they do this?
It was in July. It was July 7th through the 14th.
Oh, dude, we should try that one.
know,
Dude.
we
I
should
want to.
do
I want
that.
to. But
Let's
I'd
do
be
that.
down
I'd
to
be
do it
down.
again.
Hell!
Yeah. Hey, so when they let out the big bull too, I would like if it got near people, and I did this also. It got near me. I would scale the arena wall and jump into the crowd, and the crowd catches you. And once the bull goes by, they throw you back in the arena.
Oh, that's fucking badass. Okay, yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So like they catch you, you're chilling, the bull goes by, and then they just push you back into the arena, and you slide back
To
in.
like go back out there.
I don't want to go.
Go be
I
it.
I don't be holding that bitch. And it kind of squeeze.
Don't be no bitch. Get back in there.
I'll be like, I don't want to die.
Yeah. So
That,
that
would be a
that-
horrible death.
I don't think
Yeah.
you'll make the run though, John.
Oh no, dude!
You're
I
probably
can
you're
make
probably
the
start
run.
you're probably start at the end.
Yeah.
Like right where the Coliseum's at.
right where the arena is. Like I'm gonna walk in now, guys.
You'll
You're
just
the-
see me
you're
out
the
there
water-
leaning
water-
at the end. You'll see, I'm there, guys.
Yeah.
I got it.
That was probably one of the best
Looking-
trips I've ever been on.
Looking like a fucking like the penguin on the fucking show.
I will
Just-
say that too,
Oh.
just because we're talking about trips and stuff. You know, guys that are watching, guys and girls that are watching, if you ever go overseas, you got to do it for at least go for more than a week. Like
Yeah.
anywhere you go,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you can't go any less than that.
And money goes a long way if you know how to spend
Yeah,
your
pretty
money.
much.
Hostels,
Budget and
hostels
stuff,
are the
yeah.
best way to do it. 'Cause
Hostels, absolutely.
You could drink there
That's
with
where
a
we
discount.
stayed. It was
Yeah.
a hostel in Spain too.
I want to end it because we've been on for a while. Fuck, but I want to end it with
Yeah, you're getting tired
with
of
one of the fucking craziest stories of my travels. Like this is a bad one. So I used to when I lived in Thailand, I used to teach English out there in Thailand for about 3 years, and when I'm out there, you don't really. It's hard to get a visa out there, like a work visa, but they'll let you work there. So every 2 months, every month you either go to Cambodia and do a visa run. So you take this fucking little van and you fucking drive out there while they play this fucking methed out Thai music. It's just like dun, 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 and that's all you hear the whole fucking trip to Cambodia to the border. Or you go to Laos. And Laos is a whole night trip, and you get there, and it's fucking that's a whole nother story. So when you go to Cambodia, Cambodia is an envelope country, as they refer to it, as a slide it under under the table kind
Everything
of place.
under the table. You can get
It's
it done.
it's a fucked up place, bro. Cambodia is a fucked up place. If you don't read the history, Pol Pot, all that crazy shit, how they fucking Vietnam War, all that
Political potential.
just terrible place. It's fun. It's a fun place, but you got to be careful. So, and if you ever go to Cambodia, be careful. Don't ever go to the ATM at night. You'll get robbed 100%. So you're fucking there, right? And yeah, dude, 100%. They tell you all the time. And there's people that don't listen. They get robbed. That's the way it is.
I've been robbed.
So I'm there, right? And when we used to do these visa runs, when you do a visa run, you get 30 days back in Thailand. And then on top of that, you could go to the embassy and get another 30 days. So you get about 60 days. And fuck it. So I'm there. And they have if you don't go in the time period that you're in, like you overstay, they will charge you like I think it's like 500 baht or some shit, like every
Which
day.
is what?
Oh, shit.
500 baht a
It's like
day?
it's about like $10-15.
A day.
Dude, but when you live in Thailand, like I lived in Thailand, I was getting Thai money. I was getting more than the Thais, of course. I was getting about $1,500 a month. But when you live there, $15, it's like fuck you, bitch. That's 15 fucking bucks.
Oh,
that's a lot.
It adds up. It adds up. Yeah.
It adds up. So I'm there, and I didn't know that they would do this sometimes. But sometimes they would put 2 stamps on your thing, like they're like little piece of paper, and they staple it. They put one with one date, and then they put one with another date. So I go to the Cambodian border. I'm there, and I'm saying like, hey, I'm here to do get a renewed visa, whatever. I get in there, and he pulls off the fucking top layer, and the bottom layer, I'm 3 days late. So I was like, what? And I saw the top layer, like I'm looking at him fucking do it. And he just tears it off, and he kind of hides it and puts it in, and he goes, oh, you're 3 days late. And that's like fucking $45. And at that time, that's a lot of money for me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, nah, man, that's bullshit. I saw what you did. I'm looking at him, and then he's all, I didn't do nothing. I didn't. He's talking Cambodian to me, but I knew Thai pretty well, so I could like talk to him in Thai a little bit. And I'm like, nah, man, you're fucking cheating me. So little by little, we're talking for like not even 30 seconds, bro. And I'm like, no, dude, I wasn't late. I'm like, look at that. That one says the exact date. And then one of the guys is looking at me. He gave me like a weird look, like, what the fuck are you doing? And I should have, in hindsight, I should have looked at that guy, look at me and known I'm doing something fucking wrong, you know? And I should have fucking done that. And then I'm looking at the guy, and then he looks at me. He goes, okay, come here. And I'm like, well, yeah, I want to talk to whoever the fuck. Like, dude, I know he put that shit away. And I was like, I know I didn't overstay. And especially 3 days, I was like, I ain't paying the extra $45. Fucking go. He takes me to the area, and he tells me, you pay now. And I told him, like, bro, he's lying to me. He's lying. Like, I didn't do that. And then so he goes, okay, you don't pay. And then he just takes me straight to the jail cell. Bro, they fucking take me to the jail cell, and then they transport me to the Cambodian jail. And I'm there for about, dude, I'm there in my head, and I'm like, and I told, there was a guy in there, and I was like, what are you, like, he was asking me, what are you in here for? And he was trying to smuggle drugs out of Cambodia. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? And I remember, I don't know if y'all remember that series they used to have, Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good series, bro. I used to love that. And I was like, oh,
You're one of the episodes.
No, I was like, what the fuck would you do that? He's all, nah, mate, I fucked up. He was a British dude. And I was like, yeah, man, you're fucked. And he goes, what are you in here for? He goes, I didn't pay the fucking fine. I told him, but he gypped me, man. He's fucking trying to get me. And he goes, you didn't pay $45? And then I said, no, but that's bullshit. Like, I know I don't know that shit. And he goes, dude, just pay the 45 fucking dollars. He's looking at me like, what's your problem? And I was in my head, I was like, what am I doing? I'm in a fucking Cambodian jail now. So I'm in fucking Cambodian jail, and then I fucking look, and I had to take a piss. And they have a little area where they dug out where you pee, and they have a little bucket. And they have a bucket for the shit. And I'm like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of here, dude. So my crew, because you go with a crew of people to go get your visa. You get your visa, you go have lunch because you paid for all that already. You have lunch, dinner, you get drunk, and then you get back on the thing and go the next day. I'm fucking there, and I'm thinking, hey, bro. Like, hey, and I'm trying to get their attention. Like, hey, man, I'll fucking pay, dude. And I was like, God damn, I fucked up. My bad. And then the whole time, they're just like, nah, you don't pay. I cheat you. They're like talking to me like that. I'm like, fuck, dude. In my head, I'm like, dude, I'm never getting out of here. So I thought, honestly, like, oh, dude, I'm fucked. I was in there for about 18 to 20 hours, dude. In that fucking jail cell, dude. And that guy looked at me. He's like, bro, you should just pay that fucking fine, dude. You know that you're not going to win. And I was like, I just thought, like, this was a legit country. I didn't know much about it at that time. I'm like, no, you can't fucking do that.
You're like, no, I got evidence.
Stupid.
God damn it, John.
Ask him to empty his pockets.
And I tell this story for one fucking reason. And I tell people a lot of times, you fucking don't bring your American shit to another country because they don't give a fuck, dude. You are as spoiled as fucking being in America, bro. Like the way shit
Very
is.
true.
And I get America has its flaws. Don't get me wrong. But dude, in other countries, they don't give a fuck, dude. Like,
we're very lucky here.
So I'm in there for like finally, dude. I fucking fall asleep on the floor. It's a fucking dirt floor. Terrible. I'm like, fuck, dude. And then finally they take me out, and I was like,
how'd you get out? What happened?
No, the one of the guys, the
guys
embassy guys. No, the embassy. He just gets me out. He goes, oh, so they tell me you don't want to pay. He speaks English really well, and I said, no, I want to pay. He goes, oh, now you want to pay. I said, yes, I want to pay. He goes, okay, so now you want to pay. You apologize for your mistake. I was like, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. And I like, for real, I was like, dude, I'm sorry. And I was like, sorry. And I was doing like, because in Thailand, they like, sorry. Like, and then they're
inside, you're like, you rat bastard.
And inside, I'm like, you fucking goddamn
Pieces
Cambodian
of shit. I'll
commies.
find you outside this country.
And I'll fucking kill you. No, but in my head, I was like, just get me out of here. I'm so tired. I'm so lonely.
I didn't listen.
So I'm doing this. Like, so the higher you go in Thailand, right? So I could do it. Like, when you go like this, it's like people you know and all that. Like, but when you go real high, it means like more respect.
You were fucking.
So I was like LeBron fucking hairline. Like, I was like, I'm sorry. It looked like I was doing baby
You're
shark.
all bending backwards.
You're reaching for the motherfucking stars.
I was reaching for my fucking back. Please. I was like, please just let me go. But nah, they ended up telling me like, okay, you pay. And I paid them the fucking, it was like 1,500 baht. Paid them 1,500 baht. And then they told me, yeah.
Also, it's more now.
No, it was 15. It was 500 baht a day. and I was 3 days late.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I
You
paid him.
said you paid him 2,000 baht.
I know.
Here you
Here's
go,
2,000.
guys.
Here's for your family. Tell them it's on me.
God bless you.
So I paid him 1,500 baht. They let me out, and then I fucking like it just so happened like I'm fucking there, and I'm at the border. And then, you know, when you get to Cambodia, you get there and it's fucking like right when you cross, you have a bunch of like little kids, bro, with like layers of dirt on them, no shoes, bro. They'll run up to you and like, oh, sir, dollar, because they take American money in Cambodia. And they're like asking you for money. Like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm just like, whatever. I knew that place where we'd stay wasn't too far. So I fucking I walk over there. They're already getting ready to go back home. And they were like, dude, what happened to you? I was like, fucking, I've been in the goddamn jail for the last 18 hours.
What'd they say?
And they were like, what the fuck? Like, what happened?
Why didn't y'all help me?
And then the fucking
Why
Thai
didn't y'all
dude,
fucking come look for me, you asshole?
I know. The Thai guy, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I thought you'd help me. And he goes, oh, why didn't you just pay? And I was like, because they fucking cheated me. And I was like, oh, fuck.
So really quick. So what do you think that dude did? Do you think that he took it off and then took your money and put it back on to show? Like he kept the 1,500?
Oh, they keep the money.
They do it to scam you.
No,
That's
what they do is
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Like when you go through there, right? They give you a little piece of paper and it has a date on there. Yeah. So, but what they did was they had one date on the bottom and then they stapled another date on the top. So the date on the top, I was on time. The date on the bottom, I was 3 days late. And I saw him take it off and told me you're 3 days late. You overstayed 3 days. And I was like, no,
but that's
fuck
what I'm saying.
that.
So like in their paperwork, right? Let's say if
Oh
you
no, they
haven't-
just kept it.
Yeah,
They just
that's
kept
what I'm saying.
the money.
They just kept the
Like,
money.
bro, it's one of those countries, dude. You could in Cambodia. This is when I was living there. You used to pay $20 and you could get a visa like under the table, and they'll give you a visa for like a good couple of months.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I fucking get there. I fucking take a quick shower, and then I head back to Thailand. And the whole time I was like, dude, I just fucking spent pissing in a hole. Taking a shit in a bucket
For $45.
for 45.
For $45, you could have avoided all
my
that.
goddamn dignity for 45 fucking
You
bucks.
sure did.
But the one thing though, and I will say this, it taught me a valuable lesson in life. Like, not everywhere is gonna cater to your American spoiled bullshit where you can fucking get away with that. And I taught myself, okay, ever since then, every time something happens, I'm like, dude, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get the fuck out of this situation? Because a lot of motherfuckers, especially Karens and all these other motherfuckers that are entitled. I wasn't entitled to nothing, but it just taught me.
You just saw it. You just saw what was happening.
It just taught me there's things that are out of your control, and you just got to go with the fucking flow with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I never had that kind of insight.
It was scary.
I had one
fuck, bro.
similar, but not like yours.
Dude, it was scary, bro. I was scared. Like, I thought, honestly, I was never getting out. But it was just one of those stories that it taught me, it humbled me to where
I paid 3,000 baht.
It humbled me to the point where I thought, dude, like your life could, like, in a second can change.
Yeah,
like,
it
and I
changed
knew
for the
that.
worse, yeah.
I knew that going in, but I mean, just to be in that situation, I was like, dude, I need a fucking. So every time they would do that, they didn't do it all the time, but every now and then. And there was one other time I saw it, and I saw the top part. There was a staple, and there was one on the bottom. Like, this was years later. Like a year and a half later, and I pulled it off, and there was a different date, and I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers!" So I started watching it, and I was like, "All right, they're playing that game," and I was like, "But no matter what they do, I'm paying the fine."
So I think the only incident I had like that, it really wasn't pointed towards me, but I protected these two guys when I was in England. So when I was in England, remember I went to the Warped Tour in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
I was in London, and I met this one guy the night before. It was a Thursday, and he was in the Navy, and he was like, "Oh, you're from the Alamo State." I'm like, how do you know? He goes, oh, you're wearing a Comic-Con and it says Alamo State. Like, ah, shit. He goes, my buddy's going to meet me here tomorrow. He's from San Antonio. I'm like, what the fuck? So me and him party. The next day, his buddy comes. And he's like, yeah, I'm from San Antonio. I'm from Heebner and I-10. I'm like, oh, okay, motherfucker. He's like, yeah, I'm from Petrenko over here. So we go to the Warped Tour. And the ticket was like 50 euros. Man, it was expensive. And the
Back then, 50 is expensive.
no, 50 euros like almost like it was like
300.
it was like
cheap now.
no, it was like
I mean, that was cheap back then.
$98. It was like $98, 50 pounds. It was 50 pounds.
Yeah, the pounds were
Yeah.
strong.
Oh, they were killing
Yeah.
us.
So
The euro too.
we took a taxi
Oh,
over
back
there.
then, yeah.
Yeah, we took a cab and leave.
hold on.
Okay, so we're leaving the Warped Tour, and it's not that bad of a story. So we leave the Warped Tour, and a Metropolitan stops us, and they only stop us. I guess they found out we're Americans. I don't know how, but I get this big motherfucker. Like, he looked like fucking. He was like 6'4", stopped me, and he IDs me, and he goes like, "How long are you gonna be here?" About? And I told him the whole thing. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here for. This is my last night." I told the same thing to customs. He goes, "Oh, okay." He's like, yeah, "Calm down." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm calm." He goes, "All right." Yeah, because I
Hey, wait a second. Calm down. Why are you
And
talking
then-
like that?
I'm here for 2 nights.
And then 2 other Metropolitans stopped those 2 guys I'm with, and they're arguing. They're just because they didn't bring their military ID; they brought their state IDs. I'm like, and I told them, "Hey, y'all need to calm down. Like, no, like just fucking answer the questions. And I
The
remember
guys you were with were getting combative, or like
they were young kids. I was 28. They were probably like 24, but they were military, active military, but they didn't bring their military ID. So they were trying to argue with the cops on why they're being stopped. That blah 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 blah. And I kept telling them, "Hey, y'all need to just shut the fuck up and just answer the questions. Like, stop."
Yeah.
And the Metropolitan guy who was
making the
asking me, he was
situation
like, "Do you know these guys?" I'm like, "I met them last night." I told him they're like acquaintance. That's it. He goes, "Okay, well you can go." I'm like, "Okay." So I leave and I wait outside, and they keep fucking bombarding, fucking arguing,
like grilling them.
yeah. And I keep telling him, I'm like, just fuck. I keep doing this. And the one guy the night before, he was like, oh, he gets it. He goes, dude. And they finally let him go. I told him, you're not going to win these battles here, dude. Like,
Yeah.
He goes, unless you had your military ID, they would let you go. But you don't have your military ID. You have your state
But
ID.
even so, that you're not going to win a battle with that.
No, that's what
Just
the thing.
shut
A
the
lot
fuck
of these
up.
young
It's
people
not
don't
winning
know.
anywhere
It's like,
unless it's America.
don't ever argue your American values
Even
to another
America,
country.
you ain't gonna fucking win a lot of battles.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
even
saying?
here. But I mean, here if it's like the cops definitely in the wrong, everything's video recorded. You can win. I mean,
Sure.
but
I mean, you're
there's
gonna have
still-
your day in court, but
Yeah, but it's still don't do
Yeah,
that.
but if you're overseas, you get stopped by a cop. Just answer the goddamn questions. That's it.
Shit, like-
Keep them short.
When
Yeah.
we lived
Yeah,
in, when I lived in
100%.
Thailand, bro, we used to do this thing where we used
Bribe
to put,
them? Bribe
we,
everyone.
No, yeah, but we used to do this thing where we used to get money. We used to get money, right? And we'd put it in our sock. I put it under my foot where my sock is, and I would put it under there because
Oh,
anytime we
Berkey.
did something fucked up,
And then
they
you grab
would.
that
And,
shit.
and trust me, I've done plenty of things where I was in an alley somewhere doing something stupid, doing something else so you can put your imagination. But to the point where like the cop would literally fucking get your wallet and fucking look through it, and I would always keep this enough. I would
like
keep
50
around
baht.
2,000 baht. Which
I
is-
always carried a fake wallet.
I would have a wallet with like 2,000
idea.
baht, and then they would just get it and look through it and tell you, get the fuck out of here. And yeah, dude, that's the way other countries work, man. They don't. That's why I tell people all the time, man. Like you
Always carry
and
backup
that's
money.
a perfect example. Like with your story, like fuck.
but
Stop
why'd you
being
keep
a-
it by that foot? I seen your feet
What the fuck are we talking about feet for?
because that's where you kept your money.
Oh, yeah.
Stinky
No, I know.
I seen that athlete
Oh, come on.
infested.
fungus invested
Hey,
dollars.
you just gotta fucking keep it where they can't find
Hey,
it.
you remember that, John, back in the day when you'd be like, "Hey, you got any of that tough acting to knock them?"
You got that tough boo boo
You take off your sock and it just flames were coming off your toes. Oh, I got it for you, bro. Don't
The
worry.
material was being burnt
It's
so
all-
slowly.
Yeah.
It's all fucking. Hey, it's so cold in here. Hold on, let me take off my sock. Just a heater.
Fucking all that money you kept under your foot just burning up.
It's all. What is that smell? It smells like burnt money.
Hey,
Oh
John.
shit! It's in my foot.
John, what the fuck is all this shit growing on these dollar bills you got right here?
It's just,
Oh,
I've always had like a little pocket holder for like my ID and money, but I always had a fake wallet with like a couple of
dude.
euros, whatever. So
You know,
if I get mugged, I'm like, here you go.
That's what, this is the funniest shit though. Before we end, because when Chris went to Thailand, right, he had a little fanny pack.
No, that was Japan.
Oh, was it Japan? Oh,
We
yeah.
both had the fanny packs.
Yeah, so
They were underwear fanny packs
So
that
when
you
you-
put under your
when
pants.
you go to Europe or wherever the fuck,
Damn, I
they
wish
give
I
you
would've
these,
seen
they give you
y'all.
these little fanny packs. They're thin, but you put your passport. Because, dude, I told you, I think when I
That's
told you when I went to
super
Europe.
gay.
So I
Yeah,
go to
right.
Europe, right, and I'm walking through the train station. I had my camera right here, and this was before cell phones and all that shit. I walk, I didn't feel nothing, and I just like, where's my camera? I went to take a picture or something. It was gone, bro. Just like fucking that. It was
Oh,
gone.
people
And
are
these
slick.
motherfuckers are slick. So I told them, like, yeah. So what they taught me was you get these fanny packs and you put them under your
bought them.
waistline. No, but this was in Europe, and I told you I
Yeah.
had mine already.
I got a story about that too.
Hold on, but I
No,
want to
keep
finish
going,
it.
keep going, keep going.
So this motherfucker the whole time in Thailand, right? He fucking has this little fanny to me too. But he goes, every time we wanted to buy something, right? He goes, hold on, let me get in my fanny.
No, that was Japan. It wasn't in China. It was in
Okay,
Japan.
yeah, it was in Japan, right? Oh, my bad. Okay, so every time we're in Japan and we want to buy something,
Yeah.
he goes, oh, hold on, let me get in my fanny.
I was like, look at my face. Because remember we went to go fucking exchange money, right? And the girls start laughing at us. Because I'm like, hey, I want to exchange 1,000. Okay, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, let me get my fanny. I said that. And they saw me do this. I'm like, ugh. So they start laughing at us.
Oh,
And then-
shit. So the whole trip was like, oh, no, I got to get in my fanny.
And then I bent over one day and the fanny like pinched my stomach. I'm like, oh, my fanny. They fucking pinched me.
When I went to Spain, when I went to Pamplona,
shit,
where I
dude.
did the run,
Yeah.
because it was so fucking packed they had told us about pickpocketers.
Oh, dude,
And
they're
so-
good.
they're everywhere.
They're good.
Yeah, so I had to wear. I wore shorts underneath the white stuff that I wore, and I kept all my shit inside my shorts.
Yeah.
And bro, when I was there, I remember being in a crowd, and I'm walking, and it's like Nyosa, right? So it's like jam packed. You can't really like move too fast. And bro, I look down and I see this dude's hand in my fucking pocket all the way in,
Without
bro.
even knowing, right?
Without even knowing.
That's crazy.
And I
bro.
grabbed his hand and I pulled it out and I pushed him. I said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, and he was just like, "Oh, I don't know." Like he's saying it in Spanish, like, "Oh." I was like, "Don't get fucking near me again, bro." And luckily, like I said, like if I wouldn't have had my shit underneath that stuff, I would.
He's
never
all,
known
I'm a
my
cop.
Yeah, I
I'm the
fucking.
police.
I said, "Hey, no te mueves, güey.
No te... hey, no te mueves.
No te mueves.
Baby, so
Saque la cuenta, bro. Let's get this guy."
Dude, but it's true that they're so good at that shit. And yeah, man. but
Amazingly
So
good.
they taught me though, like it used to be, I don't even know if people still do it, but they used to, it goes around your waist and it goes under your pants.
Oh, your fanny?
Yeah, yeah.
The
But
fanny.
it's not a fanny like a fanny like out. It's
like a
inner
slim-
fanny.
it's a slim
It's
one
a slim
fanny.
little fanny, dude.
A little tiny zipper to put your money in.
Chris loved it, dude.
oh, that was all I bought. Like, oh, let me get into you. Like, that was all badass.
It's like a little filing cabinet. Oh, hold on.
Let me see. How many yen do you need?
It's
How much do you need? Okay, hold on.
hey, we're gonna get prostitutes, Chris. Hold on, how much are they?
Let me get my fanny. That's all I was doing
Hold
all
on,
day.
guys. Hey. First things first.
I need
Be
my
safe.
fanny inside.
He's like, hey. He's
how
like
much
that,
money should we bring in the fanny? I'll bring like 500 in the fanny.
he's like that dude from Euro Trip, the brother.
Oh,
remember Euro Trip?
one of the twins.
Yeah, the twins with
The-
the.
What is it?
He would
Oh,
always,
yeah,
he had the one strapped to his
Dude,
fucking
that was
inside
a
body.
good movie, bro. That was a really good
Oh,
movie.
hell yeah.
Euro
That's a great
Trip.
movie. That's a classic, bro.
Dude, remember where he fucking gets plowed with that chick? She has all those fucking sex little dildos.
Oh, and the
she goes, "What's the safe word?"
Xena.
Yeah. It's, dude,
Club Vandersex.
Fluger.
Welcome to Club Vandersex.
Yeah.
Vandersex.
Yes,
but
and-
it is true. Like that whole. I remember when I watched that movie because I had already been in Europe. I was like, dude, it's true that Americans see sex the way we see it here is totally different the way Europeans. They're just very.
They're a lot
open.
more open.
They're a lot more open. They're just like, I'll fuck and then like bye. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
I
get a
love
croissant. Bye. You
Yeah.
know, like I see you.
Let's go get a coffee.
I know. Let's go get a coffee and like fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And-
After this, I'll see you later.
and like it's the same way in Germany.
That's the
everywhere,
homeland.
everywhere else, like where they
Where
where
it
they
all
take
started.
showers, like you would see, and which is a fucking. It's almost alien to us. The concept, like, hey David, hey you and your wife want to go with me and my wife and get naked in a bath together and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't
Did you
doing that
ever
shit.
did you ever talk to Bridget? Remember at the airport that little lady
Yes,
who
that
did
German lady. Yeah,
Yeah,
I loved her.
she was all fucking. She used to tell me stories about how she used to bang her husband, who was the boyfriend at the time, and on the lake they used to roll a fucking boat out to the lake and just plow.
Yeah, she was a
Sounds like a good time.
she was a fucking
She was
crazy German.
she was a
bitch.
cute so fucking.
She reminded me of the beer fest grandma.
Yeah, she was almost like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a fucking chick that talked about dick all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was always. She was old.
She went back to Germany. She was German, her and her husband, and she brought me back these cigarettes and these candy cigarettes that you could smoke and eat. I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, yeah, you smoke this part, and then you eat this.
And then
you
she
eat the
goes,
end of it.
and then afterwards she goes, "Eat this pussy."
Oh yeah, she used to tell me all her sex stories. I'm like, but she was just,
ugly old German lady.
she was just
dude.
cool with
She
it.
used to talk to me because I went to Europe when I was working there, and she used to tell me like, "You got to do this," and she always told me to get an Aschlach, and I learned what that was because of her. Aschlach.
glizzy?
No, Aschlach is an anal whore. And that's what she used to tell me. She used to say, "Hey, John, you need to get you an Aschlach." And I was like, "What is that?" She goes, "Anal whore, you know, they take it in the butt." I said, "Oh,
yeah, dude, she was like that.
This chick is cool.
I know where she's probably dead already. She was like
Yeah, this
80
was
back
this-
at that time, and this
Oh,
was in
wow.
Yeah,
like
she was-
early 2000s.
She was one of those in
Yeah, she's
health
definitely gone.
older ladies. Like she was really active for her
She's
age.
probably still sucking dick somewhere.
Oh yeah,
She's
she would
an
tell me all
OF.
the time.
She has an OF now.
She has an OF, yeah.
A 90-year-old took it just
OF, rest in peace.
OF.
Memorial page.
Anyways, man, this was fucking fun. Hopefully, I would like, to be honest, I would like y'all to tell me some of your good or the good, the bad, the ugly of your travel stories if you have any. And
Fuck it, let's
us
talk
know in
about it on the
comments.
pod.
Let
Tell
us
these
know.
people, let's talk about it on the pod.
Hell yeah! Right.
We'll do it live one
Anybody
day.
that does want to, anybody that wants to do an interview as well, we're fucking looking for people we could do interview. We could do it.
Hell yeah.
We could do it with you
Restream.
know, restream. So you don't have to be here in Texas to do that shit. So let us know. Anyways, Chris.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the podcast today. So like and subscribe if you like what you saw. If you haven't, please do. If you're just watching, thanks for the views, guys. We'll see you on the next podcast on episode 21, or we'll see you on the mid podcast. Other than that, y'all have a good
Did
time,
you
guys.
drink that beer?
Love you guys.
Y'all take care.
Like, share, subscribe. Fuck yeah. We need some subscribers.